your dick hard while Jeremy's in the back screaming, you fucking retard. Come on, guys, let's get this fucking show done. Tyler's got a black and white movie to watch for fun. Moodz just trying to work with what he's got, cause JP just sits looking at Carly like, bro, this chick's hot. You must be out your mind, bro, if you don't listen to us. Just jump aboard with Jeremy and take the short bus. You wanna diss our show? Bro, we got news for you. For every joke you throw, we dish out 22. That's not a shot at you, that's a shot of Moodz. 22 shots that'll make you black and blue. We're the 22 shot crew, ready to destroy your ears. Reviewing movies all day while we drinking beer. 22 shot crew, and we're here to stay, making horror history every fucking day. Moodz is a legend for fuck's sake. They say his dick is the size of Camp Crystal Lake, and we're all wondering how much of it Jeremy can take. You wanna hear my opinion, says JP as he rants, but we all love this motherfucking maxi can. Tyler spitting out info, every little spec, every single movie, there's nothing he can wreck. He's a god amongst men, yo, that's his flex. He loves horror, and that's a fact check. We the best and the rest, that's no contest. Do you feel that knife in your back digging out through your chest? You got your top 10 list, bro, we do that shit every year. You gotta take down notes, bro, we do that while drinking beer. You got a problem with us? Well, Moodz has got something to say. I'm from Canada. So before you get mad and hit that thumbs down, remember we will lyrically leave you like a clown that's down. So don't frown, we record everything that may occur. So buckle up, fuckers. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You think you got enough to prove we're kings of underground horror things? We'll flip you the middle finger while we take our swings. There's no drug in the world that can cure those things. Our show keeps getting better, we're ahead by far. You can listen to us while you dumping bodies in the backseat of your car. So fuck you if you don't know who we are. It's the only horror show that will forever last. So if you think we're sick, then whip out your dick and listen to 22 shots. A Moodz and Horror Podcast.
Yes, y'all, it's going down right now. Episode 303 of the Triple Shots of Moodz and Horror Podcast is coming at you live and direct with the homie JP, also known as the Mexicans. And of course, we got Mr. No Fact Checks Tyler, also known as Mr. Saucedo. And back in the house, we got Gregamortis representing the Land of the Creeps podcast. And of course, I'd be your host, the Toxic Offender, Moodz. Yeah. What's going on, dudes?
Yo.
What's up, Greg? Back in the house for some more Italian horror month.
Yeah, a little. No crocodiles this time, man. What the hell?
Right. That was the last zoology show that we've done.
Snails.
Yeah.
We do got snails, yeah.
We do have snails, bro.
You got to admit, though, that is a pretty creative death scene.
That was an awesome death scene, honestly, man.
Yeah.
What a way to go. The slowest animal or creature in the world is going to.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make a lick of sense at all, but it is what it is. It's visually
gross.
It's visually gross. Yeah, it's amazing.
She bites down on it.
Was it weird that I was craving escargot right after that?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I've never heard escargot once in my life.
I don't think anybody's ever said that sentence.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love escargot, man. It's like
some weird French guy, maybe.
Yeah, no, we actually eat it quite often. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass to make, but yes.
I saw on remember that show like 1,000 Ways to Die on Spike TV back in the day?
Yeah.
Some chick ate some snails and got like a brain parasite or something.
Oh,
and
crazy.
fucking died that way. So I ain't touching any snails.
No.
Episode 303. We got Lucio Fulci, Volume 4. Yeah, man, it's about time. You know, I was actually kind of thinking about because what we did last year, we had done once we finished up the Argento films, we did a full ranking. And I was trying to break it down to how many more films we need to review of Fulci's before we can do the official ranking. And it's so weird because like I was looking up like definitive horror ranking lists of just Lucio Fulci's horror films and stuff. And a lot of them are like 21, 22. There's some that have 25. So it got me thinking. I was like, man, there is a couple of films that are on the cusp of being horror. But I went on IMDb and I was looking at the tags on them and shit. And they actually are tagged horror, like Perversion Stories tagged as a horror film. Conquest has a horror tag on it also. Beatrice Sensi has one also. I don't know if I think those might be the three that are kind of on the cusp. I mean, Tyler, have you seen Perversion Story before?
No, I have that Blu-ray. That's why I was
Okay.
trying to push. Like, we should do Perversion Story.
Has anybody seen Perversion Story?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I would say it definitely has some elements there. Conquest is like a sword and sandal type film, but it has horror
Conquest.
gore.
I wouldn't really.
It has horror gore, and I think that's where the tag comes from. And it's very like dream quality feel. It's very Fulci, but like sword and sandal type. It's really kind of a.
It's like a fantasy. It's kind of like a Fulci Albert Pune fantasy movie.
Yeah. So I can see where the tag comes from, and then Beatrice Sensi is actually like it's like a historical drama with horror elements because it's based on a true story, and it's really fucking good. It's honestly like Perversion Story, in my opinion, and Beatrice Sensi are like the two Fulci films that nobody talks about because they're basically the first two films from the late '60s that kind of like got Fulci into making these type of movies because he was really known for making a lot of comedies and shit before, right? And these ones kind of set him on a different path leading into the 70s with the giallos and stuff like that. But circling back to my main point is when we do are we going to eventually review these type of films on the show? Because I do have hard tags because I would like to get the definitive. I think it's around maybe 25 films. So that would mean.
So how many more volumes would we need to do?
I think, well, if it is 25, we have done 13 because we did Zombie 3, I believe, during the Zombie franchise review. So that's 13 with these ones. So technically 12, so that'd be 4 more shows. It's still quite a bit.
Right. That is quite a bit. So we are on year 11 for whatever. So it would kind of line up. We would I think we'd have to do 2 in 1 year.
Yeah. Or else, I mean, just expect a definitive Fulci ranking show in 2030.
Dude.
Try to run
This make me feel
5 years
old,
right
bro.
there.
This make me feel old.
Damn, dude, that's fucking
How
wild.
close would we be to Bava?
Ooh.
Probably pretty far. We've only done this is only the third one, right?
So that's 9. I think he has 14 films that are deemed horror. I actually watched the Hercules film the other night for the first time. I'd never actually seen that.
Hercules in the Haunted World?
Yeah, I'd never saw it. I'd seen a couple
good.
of the other random Italian Hercules film, but I'd never seen a Bava film. And I picked it up a couple of years ago and I just kind of forgot about it. And I was looking at my stats and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I should pop that on. It's Italian Horror Month. I've never seen it before. It is really fun. It's a fun movie. Yeah. So definitely different for Fulci. It's early. I mean, for a Bava, but it's early, but it was pretty entertaining. Actually, in fact, when Schwarzenegger saw that film, that was the movie that wanted him to become like a bodybuilder and shit like that. So the guy that plays Hercules and he was like, oh, I need that physique. So he credits that movie as his inspiration for becoming the Mr. Olympia. So pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I mean, we can talk about the Fulci thing later on, but I'm pretty sure it's about 4 more shows if we include those. And I mean, if they have the horror tags, we should do it. Right.
Yeah.
So like I said, I was looking at these definitive rankings and a lot of these films are omitted from a lot of people's lists and stuff because they obviously don't consider them horror, which is fine. But so anyways, so I wanted to talk about that. Oh, I wanted to give a big shout out to, the dope ass MC Altered Ignition for hooking the show up with a couple intro tracks, man. Yeah. So hopefully,
300 was sick, dude.
hopefully in the future, man, you can hook us up with some more and shit. We appreciate it. The free service. So yeah, man. But anyways, oh, another thing, dude, did you guys fucking see that interview with John Carpenter when they asked him about The Substance?
No.
And he's just like, I hate that movie. He goes, I hate everything about that movie.
Wow.
But that's like all I saw because
Wow.
every clip I've seen of him talking about this movie in this weird interview that he was doing, he just says, I literally hate everything about that movie. And I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? Like, not one thing. I'm like, was he just appalled by the body? I'm like, you've done body horror films.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand why you could hate this movie. Like,
Because he's old and curmudgeonly and likes to play video games and not watch movies. And people want to ask him what his thoughts are.
he's
on
like,
it.
he does play a lot of video games, but he also puts out some really dope albums with his son, like his group. They're really, really good. I have all of them, man. I love them.
Did you watch Halloween Night when he streamed live on Screenbox?
No,
I heard about that.
That's
It was
cool.
pretty good. It was an hour. It was awesome.
Yeah, I've seen clips and stuff of them playing live and shit, and they tour quite a bit. I'm pretty impressed that Carpenter's still out there. It's too bad he didn't start doing this earlier in his life. He could have like a fucking 1,000 albums. I mean, he does have a lot of material because he scored on done all of his soundtracks for his movies and stuff. But as for like original material, like just non scored material, it's really good. It's really good stuff. So, but I just thought it was very interesting that Carpenter was talking about the substance. Like, I've never heard anyone say anything like that. Like, the substance is complete trash and it's shitty. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like the movie, it's not a trashy movie. So, but anyways, yeah. So, yeah, Italian Horror Week volume. Oh no, this is week 2 of 4. Greg, welcome back to the show. Yeah, like you said, it's not alligators this time. It's Fulci. I can't remember. Are you a Fulci or you're an Argento person, right?
I'm Argento, but closer to Fulci.
Yeah,
right.
A little bit more Bava now, man. I've been into Bava, Lamberto, and Mario lately, man. And damn.
Dude, I finished off that entire Lamberto Bava box set that just came out, the high tension one with the 4 TV films that he did, because they'd never really had any releases. And I watched them all this past week. They're all solid, man. They're all solid. Like, I've seen pretty much everything that Lamberto Bava has done now. And like, dude, I wish he had just done a ton more of those TV type films in that era. Like the Giallo Bravado ones that he had done around the same time period and stuff too. But there was like 8 films that are all pretty solid. It's good shit.
Yeah, they did so everybody who doesn't know, this past season of The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob has moved to a monthly format. So they do 1 episode at the beginning of the month, except for like Halloween, like October, they did like 2 and 1 on AMC proper. But last night or 2 nights ago on Friday, they did a Battle of the Black Glove or something. And it was Bava versus Argento, and they had like a panel and stuff. And I was just like, dude, that is such great timing for that, considering it's a Italian horror month and shit. I was like, dude, what
somebody's in the know. Everybody knows what's going on. Yeah. We always have really weird coincidences like that with shit. It's like we'll do something and then something else will come out or somebody will be talking about it and we're like, what the fuck? I'm like,
it was like a 6-hour episode though.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. They like I watched a little bit of it and it was really good. Like, I'm gonna have to.
So what exactly? So it was Bava versus Argento, but what was it though?
So they showed Bird with the Crystal Plumage and Blood and Black Lace, but they kind of talked about their careers overall and different aspects of Italian cinema. They had like a big panel of people, like one side was Team Argento and one side was Team Bava. It was pretty cool. Good idea. Cool concept. So that was pretty neat.
So kind of like a friendly debate on their careers and stuff. And yeah,
and they like scored points and shit or something.
It's interesting that they paired those 2 movies together too. Because I've always felt like The Bird with the Crystal Plumage is the most influential giallo in terms of structure and writing, and I've always felt that Blood and Black Lace is the most influential giallo in terms of style.
Yeah,
and also it was kind of weird because they showed Bird first.
Wow.
Yeah, that's weird because that's not in order.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like you want to show.
Yeah, I would definitely show Blood and Black Lace first because it's an earlier entry into the giallo, and then you can see how it progresses because it still has all the elements.
There's an argument both ways that makes more sense to do. Like, objectively, it makes more sense to do it chronologically, obviously.
Yeah.
But
there's
something about just like the slower pace, kind of like more musical, like smoky Blood and Black List that makes me like want to keep those, like, this is the late night watch now, and it's a little bit more sleazy. It just kind of fits like that bill a little better, I think.
Well, maybe they figured live more people going to tune into that Bird first, man.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. They probably went with the more popular one first, and then sort of like the people that stuck around, it's like, okay, now this is what happened before that.
I think people are just more enticed to watch films from the 70s versus the 60s. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, definitely. But it's also like 6 hours. So it's like, I know probably like a lot of people dip out after the first movie.
Yeah. It's funny you say that too, because I definitely remember a time probably like 15 years ago where there's a clear delineation where it's like, nah, 60s is too old. I don't like the 60s. The 70s is cool.
Yeah.
So also last night I went and seen 2 movies in the theater.
Oh wow, what a night.
Mm-hmm.
And which two were those? I know one of them had to be Badlands.
Yeah, I went and saw Predator Badlands, and I went and saw Die My Love.
Die My Love?
Yeah, that's the one.
My Love.
Oh, at first, I thought you said Dime My Love. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So I'll give a brief spoiler-free review of both of them. So the first one, Predator Badlands. I went into this movie expecting it to be like awful, just because like all the stuff I heard online. Even though critically, everybody
even Jeremy did a dick
like
review. He did a penis review.
Yeah,
of it, and I thought that was pretty funny. Like he hated that movie so much that it brought back the penis review.
So the thing about Predator Badlands, like if you're looking for a classic Predator movie, this is not it. You know what I mean? It is, for some reason, in the modern Predator movies, dating back to like AVP, they have this obsession with like making the Predator like
a good guy,
like not necessarily a good guy, but like a human or something, like teaming up with the Predator, and like it's just like weird, you know. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
I don't want to see a movie where the Predator is the hunted.
It's not really even like it kind of is, but they.
Like I like the Predator as the bad guy, like as the antagonist.
Well, I think that's the thing.
Bad, who's the killer? Like that just makes it's the fucking Predator. That's what Predators do. They hunt and kill. They don't get hunted.
That's the thing.
It definitely it does
not. It's a weird concept to me.
It doesn't break, but see, that's the thing. It doesn't break what the Predator is. Like the whole point of the movie is he's going on a hunt to, like, you know, in their culture, they must go and, you know, hunt a powerful like alien, basically.
Yeah.
And you know, capture its skull or whatever and bring it back to the clan. And that's when you like are officially like in the clan, is when you do that. So it doesn't really break any of that molding that we know of, like the Predator lore. To me, the funny thing about it is it feels like a Star Wars movie. It's the weirdest thing.
I've heard that. What? I think it's just everything is like in the Disney skin. It's the same. It's because it's Disney. So they put everything in the same. They put the same kind of material out there. There's just different skins on it, so it all feels the same. That's just what Star Wars feels like now. Because
this particular Predator. By the way, I actually was okay with the design after I understood the movie, because it's kind of explained why he looks that way. So he is like the runt of his clan. Like he is not a he's basically, they're gonna Spartan him and throw him off the
Predator
cliff,
is
basically. Yeah. So the Predator is like weak, and he has to go on his hunt or whatever. He goes to decides to tackle like one of the most feared creatures out there to prove that he's like not a weakling or whatever, and he has the Yacha pride. And he goes to this other planet, and there's all kind of monsters and crazy shit on that planet. Like it's another one of these. It reminds you of like King Kong. It reminds you of like King Kong, where like on Skull Island, like everything is just dangerous and a monster.
It already sounds shitty. It kind of like instantly gave me like flashbacks of watching 28 Years Later, where that kid was not ready to go back to the mainland and fucking, you know, go get his mom some help and shit. That movie fucking sucks, man.
It's definitely more of like a lighthearted Predator movie. There's a lot of comedy in it, actually, but it's
that's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like the Predator being like this stoic like warrior, and then like the character that he's with is like kind of a goofball. So it's like this
whole thing sounds like something I do not want to watch. Like there's comedy in my Predator movie. It's PG-13.
I'm not watching
The Hunted, and it's like this run. Oh come on, bro! This is it's not
in
every box I don't want to see.
It's not like a Predator movie like the first two, you know, where it's like a dark horror film. But I actually, if that's what you're looking for, this is absolutely not it. But just like as a movie, I thought it was pretty solid. I like the mythology they share, and they tie it to the Alien franchise again too, because the Wayland Corporation is a big part of it. So yeah, it's a little cutesy at times too, with this fucking creature that's like almost like a dog.
Does the Predator cry?
No, I don't think so. But
the whole thing Predator, where I saw cries, and I was like crying. I'm like, what is Tyler in this movie?
I don't think.
Yeah,
like fucking crying about everything.
If I directed this movie, I would have made the
A lot of people don't get that
But
joke.
the thing too, though, is like it feels so Disney. It really does. Like that like article that came out that said like this takes the Predator into like a queer something or whatever.
God.
I don't even understand where the fuck what that person was even talking about.
Weird.
Like,
what, did they just misuse the adjective?
That's
I
because
don't know how they were using it actually. So,
well, is there anything queer about the movie?
Well, that's what I don't understand. What do they mean by queer? Like, do they mean gay? Because I don't think there's any like real gay shit in the movie.
That's because you're a bigot. You didn't even see the problem. You're a part of the problem.
No, I'm serious. Like I expected I expected like the Predator to be like trans or something. But like no, I didn't really see anything that like led me to think like, oh, this is like a queer thing or something.
You mean to tell me that like the fucking Predator himself wasn't like a transsexual or something like that?
No.
Wow.
Then the headline makes no sense.
What an uninclusive movie.
Yeah.
Weird.
But
so what's the other one? So what's the other movie?
So the other movie is called Die My Love. It is not a horror film, but it does have a lot of dark themes to it. Starring J Law, Jennifer Lawrence. Right off the rip, she's like
who? J Lo?
Jennifer Lawrence,
bro. Jennifer Lawrence.
You know, Hunger Games.
Mother.
I know who she is. I thought you said J Lo.
No, I said J Law. J Lo. I don't think J Lo's been in a movie for a long time.
She was in some heist movie like 2 years ago, I think.
But so Jennifer Lawrence, like the movie starts out and she's like butt ass naked, like fucking her boyfriend. Like it starts off pretty crazy. Like
actually, you get to see nakedness.
Oh yeah, she goes full frontal later in the movie. Like it's pretty much.
She went full frontal in that movie. The sex comedy she did 2 years ago.
Yeah, she gets naked a lot in movies now. But
she's like, I'm doing it.
It's about this girl and this dude who are like boyfriend and girlfriend, and they move into his uncle's old house that's like really shitty in like the middle of nowhere. Like this is a thinking person's movie. I think Tyler would really like this movie because everything is like you don't know what's real and what's not real and what's like psychosis and what's not. It's a big postpartum depression movie, and it's basically her in this shitty town. You get like they hint at the idea that maybe she was from like New York or something, like a city girl or something, and she's just like living in like this little like shitty house, taking care of her baby while the boyfriend works, and he's not like banging her enough, and they have all these issues, and she's just like she's kind of losing it a bit. But it's like it's a very big like postpartum depression thing, and there's a lot of like symbolism and stuff in the movie where a lot of the scenes you're not sure if they actually are happening or not, or like a psychosis thing, but it's done in like such a it's really done in a way where it does not spoon feed you at all. Like you pretty much have to figure out everything yourself. I was still confused a little bit by it, but I thought it was really good. Like I liked it a lot.
This is the woman that made We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Yeah.
This is on my radar.
Yeah, so this was a movie that came about because Martin Scorsese read the novel in his book club, and he envisioned Jennifer Lawrence playing the lead role. So he sent it to Jennifer Lawrence's company for her to read, and she liked it. So they started developing the script, and then they got that chick that Tyler mentioned to direct. And Jennifer Lawrence was actually 2 months pregnant, I think, during this film. So she said, I think she said that she was like very feral in this movie because the whole thing about this movie is like she's this very feral, like wild child that is being like held down and forced to become like this person that is just like a stay-at-home mom in some shitty rural town. And it's like overbearing on her, and she doesn't really understand how to deal with it. So I think it's definitely one of my favorite movies of the year.
So it's going to end up on Tyler's top 10 list this year.
I was just thinking it's probably something I'm gonna argue is a horror movie.
It's got no horror elements whatsoever. He's like, I'll sneak it in at number 10.
It's the funny thing is there's a lot of shots in the movie that look like a horror film, but it's not really a horror film.
He's giving you an alley. He gave you a little corner.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like my list this year.
Jennifer Lawrence absolutely kills the
Tyler will figure a way how to justify.
There's like two movies this year. There's like literally 2 movies this year that I'm like, yeah, this is a top 10er, no doubt, like in any year, and that's it.
Yep. Agreed.
Robert, what's the dude from Twilight? Robert what?
Robert Pattinson. Yeah, this cast looks
pretty
great.
good in it too.
This guy Lakeith,
and it also has
Sissy
Spacek plays his mom.
Yep. It looks like Nick Nolte's in it. Lakeith Stanton, I'm a big fan of. So
holy shit, that's a crazy cast.
God.
Yeah. Yeah, so produced by Martin Scorsese as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. You can put it as horror because Robert Pattinson in Lighthouse, which was enough horror for me.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's your tie-in to put it in for your movie.
Transient property.
Yeah, that was kind of a debatable one that year, but it was my favorite movie that year.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Absolutely.
That's like me. Like, it's just,
Sissy Spacek plays the mom, Robert Pattinson's mom.
Damn, that is a all-star cast, dude.
Yeah, she does a really good job too. But yeah, super cool movie, man. I when I was watching it, by the end of it, I was like, I feel like Tyler would really like this movie.
This movie's been.
Why wouldn't I like it?
It's a lot of like relationship shit. I don't know. You might like it. The whole movie is just like a giant relationship.
Is it like a weird, like psychological erotic
I
thriller in a sense?
Relationship movies.
I don't think it's a thriller at all, really.
Oh, okay.
It's there's a little bit of suspense there, but it's more of like just a psychological drama.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those random movies that like it's hard to put it in a box of like genres. You know what I mean?
That's kind of the same thing about what we need to talk about, Kevin. Where I don't know how to necessarily call that movie a thriller, but it's got like a psychological drama edge to it.
Yeah, it's more psychological drama for sure.
But yeah, it was pretty good. It only made $2 million. I don't know how wide of a release
it probably didn't get a very big release.
It's very art housey. I will tell you this. Multiple people walked out of the movie like before it was over.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, that's
because they probably didn't understand it.
One of the first scenes is like Jennifer Lawrence like butt ass naked, like frolicking, fucking throughout the kitchen of this house, and then like the very next scene is like her crawling through the weeds and then like stopping and putting her hand down her pants. So.
To like masturbate or just put it down?
Yeah, she masturbates a couple times in the movie.
All right.
Okay, like how is this not selling more? This is crazy.
Right.
This sounds pretty good.
Because you can't
even Carly liked it.
How do you advertise a movie like that? You know what I mean?
I don't even think you can market
you
this
can't.
movie.
It just
because you don't really know, even no matter what kind of marketing.
But you mismarket it, then you cut it like a horror movie, like a horror thriller.
That's what everybody was pissed off about Mother for.
Yeah. Well,
because Mother's a fucking religious.
When you make a movie like this, you know
Mother was
allegory. It's just a straight up religious allegory, and it's just like, bleh.
But it's for someone who just goes to the movie theaters and sees like what's in the movie theaters and the most popular things on Netflix. Something like Mother is like such a disjointed, complicated movie that you would be so distant. And
well, it's just a straight up allegory. It's just metaphorical in all senses.
I have another thing that happened too. So right before, so we went and seen Predator, and it ended, and like the next movie was like the showtime had started. You know, it was like we were like 3 minutes into the showtime. Obviously there's like 30 minutes of previews, so we had plenty of time, but we go over to scan our ticket for the next movie, and there's this fucking dweeb in front of us who's arguing with the box office lady, like, because with the A-list you have to have an ID, right? So you're not just sharing your A-list or whatever.
Yeah.
So
this is what you were talking about in the chat. I had literally no idea what you were talking about. A-list.
I don't understand what you were so confused about.
Because I didn't know this A-list would.
I've talked about A-list like 1,700 times on the show.
Yeah, I probably had too many ramen eggnogs last night.
Eggnogs, yeah.
I wasn't reading.
So, I've had the A-list for like 5 or so years or something, and ever since like Movie Pass died, and you have to show your ID. They made it easier now to where you could take a picture and upload your picture to the app so that you could just show the app and it has your picture. So they even made it easier, but you've always had to show an ID. And yes, there are some box office people who don't give a fuck and they just scan it and don't ask for your ID. But you've always had to have your ID. So this dude's up there arguing with this girl, like, why would I bring my I come here all the time, I never have to show my ID, why do I have to bring my ID with me? Like, I'm not going to carry my ID everywhere I go. And he's just like going on and on and on, and I'm in the line behind him, and I'm like, dude, it does, like, read the terms and conditions, bro. Like, it says you have to have an ID. And he looks at me and he's like this is an A and B conversation, so see your way out of it. And Carly was like, wow, bro, that was so fucking cringe. And I'm like, what is this, second grade?
Whoa, wait a minute. He said that in real life?
Yeah, you said that in real life.
Yes, that's what I said. He's like, I got told that in real life.
I was dying when I read that.
I would have been like, bro, that was the cringiest shit I've
That's
ever
what Carly
heard in my
said
life.
to him. Carly was like, that was the cringiest shit ever, dude.
Yeah,
and he's sitting there arguing. I'm like, dude, just move along, bro. I was like, she's just doing her job. Stop arguing with her. Like, this is what it is. And he's just like, looks at me and he's like, ugh, and I was like, shut up, go. And he's like, you shut up. And then the security guard was like, guys, settle down.
I don't get it though. Like, so he drove there and he doesn't have his ID.
Right. He was being a little bitch, like, for real. And I'm like, I understand. Look, you forgot your ID. You haven't been asked for it before, whatever. But the point is, like this chick up here is just doing her job. She's the manager here. Of course, she's going to ask for the ID. She's going to follow the rules. Yeah. So to me, working in the industry I work in, if I ever see somebody like disrespecting or harassing like a employee, I always say something, because like, I wish there was people to say something and make these people feel stupid when they're talking to my staff this way or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So I always say something, and he was like shocked that I said something, but I was like, dude, you're acting like a child.
Just take the L. It's like embarrassing to do that in public.
Yeah. But he was not happy that I stepped in. He literally said this in real life. This is an A and B conversation, so you can see your way out of it.
He thought he was so tough. He's like,
he thought he was cool.
He thought he buried you.
I've actually never heard that cornball saying before.
Yeah, because it's
like
something
threw me for a loop.
Like as a corny joke on like a popsicle stick.
He's waiting for somebody to come behind him and say, burn.
Literally.
But it was A and B conversation. I always end up getting into arguments.
I think you hear in a John Hughes movie.
Yeah.
I always get into arguments at the movie theater.
Dude, shout out to bro who just won Cornball of the Year award right there, man.
Yeah, him and his girlfriend. Like, he was like,
applause that.
He was there with his girlfriend or something. He looked like a straight like dweeb too. Like, just
what are the odds he's out there listening to this right now? Like, fuck you guys.
I just don't get why he doesn't have his ID on him anyways, just for the sake of having your fucking ID on you.
When he said, what am I supposed to carry my ID everywhere I go? It's like,
yes,
yeah.
You know, there's places that require, like, you're supposed to carry your IDs.
Did you drive here, bro?
It almost feels to me like it's more work to decide like where and when you need to bring your ID places, instead of just like, I'm gonna grab my wallet because I'm leaving the house.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. People literally argue about everything. It's wild.
Yeah, and it's just like the woman was not gonna accept, like, let him go. So it's like you're just holding up the line. You're arguing with she's saying the same thing over and over again. You're telling her to look me up. Like, bro, I hate when people say that too, because it's like, you don't even know what kind of system. Some systems don't keep records like that, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Look me up. Like, shut up.
The fucking movie theater.
Like you're the FBI over here. We got all this.
I have to look up your account so you can pay like $9.95 for a ticket. Jesus Christ, man.
And I'm like looking around. There's like 6 security guards in this fucking theater, and I'm like, nobody says shit until me and this kid start arguing, and then they're like, calm down, guys, calm down. I'm like, you should have had this guy out of here like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you guys are being non-confrontational wusses. You're just like letting this woman get pounded on by this dumbass.
Yeah, and I'm feeling bad for the girl behind the counter, because like, obviously, like, she's just doing her job, like that's what she's supposed to do. So it's like, don't shoot the messenger type thing.
It's like, how long was he gonna sit there and cry for if you didn't heckle him?
Probably forever, because he just seemed like.
So what was the end result?
And this is the big thing. She's like, she's like, I'll refund you for that. You can go over there and get a refund for your popcorn and drink as well. And he still was arguing. Like, so he literally was at a net, like, no loss. You know what I mean?
So he never even got in.
He was up popcorn and drink, right?
What's that?
What, did he already have his popcorn?
Yeah, he already had his popcorn.
Yeah, so he was up for free popcorn drink
to refund him.
So he never got in.
No,
he got his stuff, and they were like, "We'll refund all your stuff. Take the popcorn drinks on us." He was like,
"Oh man,
yeah." The whole point is because, like, with the A-list, like, let's say I just gave you my login and password, you could go use my shit, and you know that's against the rules. So they need a way to like verify that it's you using it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes complete sense, man. I mean, it's so simple. Just have your fucking ID. Like, it just makes sense. If it says that in the fine small print,
it's not even in like the small print. It's like literally when you first sign up.
Yeah,
ID must be present at.
People are just idiots, man.
At box office or whatever. But yeah, so that was funny. Me and Carly were laughing about that.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
I'll tell you what, I would have worked that guy if he would have tried to like fight me or something. I'm not even kidding, bro.
Pull a shirt over him and go out and full hockey on him.
JP, you must be happy about the Spielberg producing the new Gremlins film.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah,
at first cool. I wasn't sure if it was real, but now I read it on Bloody Disgusting. I'm like, well, they don't just shit on there, so.
Well, they released that like mini series, like animated thing on like HBO Max like a year or two ago, and I feel like that was like a testing ground to see if there was interest.
Yeah.
My question is, which I talked about on my live stream before I joined your live stream on Friday night.
Yeah.
Is we all know that the first Gremlins is a Christmas horror film, and we know that the second Gremlins is not. It's just like a regular movie. My question is, will they incorporate like the Christmas holiday into this one, or even maybe another holiday?
That wasn't my first initial question. My initial question was, are they gonna use practical effects and animatronics, puppeteers and stuff like that, and first the CG? I really fucking hope they don't go the CG route because it just doesn't fit. I mean, I
can't imagine them like knowing that Gremlins was like a beloved like film for its practicals and do CG. Like they definitely have the money to do practical. It's like Spielberg.
There's so many
like
good
Spielberg
effects
done like producing wise, like over the last couple years. Like, is there anything that's been
what his name is attached to for producing? I'm not even sure. I honestly, Spielberg is one of those guys I don't really follow too much anymore.
Yeah.
But
I think he did that Ready Player One, which was probably like all CG.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got his hand in the jar for a lot of production, though. I think he's doing more producing than. I mean, really, what was the last film that he directed?
We're luckily seeing a lot more.
He did
right, the Weebles or whatever it's called.
He did the one
West Side
the Fablemans. That's what I was thinking of. The Fablemans, yeah.
And when did that come out?
2023.
Oh fuck! So it is pretty recent. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got my head so far into genre films that I kind of miss on stuff like that. But
I'm not sure. I mean, I'd have to imagine they do a lot of practicals. Like, I would be surprised if they didn't.
Yeah, there's actually an article like right next to this one that's saying that Jill Schoelen's making her comeback to horror films. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Oh wow.
Because yeah, well, that's exactly what I said too. I was like, man, fucking maybe a new Stepfather film or something. Like that. Popcorn and stuff. But like, she had this really pretty good run of films back in the late 80s, early 90s kind of thing, and then she just stopped really doing everything. Like, she just got out of genre films and stuff, and it was kind of a shame because she was, a very decent present in that, in these films and stuff. Man, she was always so beautiful, and just nothing but like, to come back like 30 something years later just seems crazy to me, but it's pretty cool though, man. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
because she did The Stepfather, Cutting Class, Curse 2, Phantom of the Opera. Like, she did a bunch of, obviously, Popcorn. She was in When a Stranger Calls Back also. I don't remember that because that movie sucks, but
yeah, I met her a few years ago at the drive-in. the Craven movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess. Yeah. He says that she was in. Oh, I don't remember that. Interesting. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool that she's making.
Yeah, she was super nice, man. I talked to her for a bit.
Yeah, because she has like some kind of weird like like skin issue thing, doesn't she?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, she's 62. That's crazy.
And she has that, I forget what they call it, where you have the rash.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I've seen pictures of her on like
eczema.
Online. I think. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
It's not that, but similar.
It's kind of like that, but it's not. I've seen pictures. Like I follow her on Instagram, and she's like pretty open about it. She takes pictures and shows and stuff. And
she dated Keanu Reeves and was engaged to Brad Pitt.
Wow, she fumbled the bag.
Well, she would have started Brad Pitt in Cutting Class. So
yeah, and she was in Babes in Toyland with Keanu Reeves.
Babes in Toyland. Yeah, that movie. Yeah, right. That movie's fun. It's a Christmas film, isn't it? Babes in Toyland. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Keanu put that shit out. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Keanu Reeves, Canadian boy.
But yeah, that's cool. She's coming back to movies.
So, you guys interested in checking out the new Del Toro Frankenstein adaptation?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm not like
I watched it the other night.
I don't feel strongly either way.
You watched it, Greg?
Like,
yeah, I watched it.
It's like it's an adaptation of like the book, right? Like it's straight up, like it's totally that version. It's not like the Karloff version of like totally different. I
am a little turned off by the runtime. I'm not looking forward to it.
How long is it?
Also 2.5 hours.
It's 3 hours almost. Yeah.
Is it really 3 hours?
I have not. It's 2 hours and 40 some minutes or something.
It's 151 minutes or something like that.
What did you think of it, Greg?
The first part, like to make sense, it broke into like two parts. You got the Victor Frankenstein part, and then it goes into basically the monster part. So first part, boring as shit, dude. I was falling asleep. I was like, man,
really,
dude, it was bad. It was, I mean,
why is it like when you started talking about that part, I was like, ooh, that sounds good.
Right. I felt like it was just really slow. It's just really, really, really fucking slow. But then when they get to the actual Frankenstein monster, now that shit was dope, man. I'm telling you, that whole second part was great, man. A lot of good action. A lot of good stuff in the second part. So you just got to bear with it. To me, you got to bear with the first part to get to the second part and go with it. There's a 45-minute documentary right after it, but I didn't watch that. But
I'm watching that.
So I've shamelessly never actually read the original Frankenstein before.
Never read that.
I read it like 4 years ago for the first time.
So like I'm familiar with what the story is and stuff, and like. Have you read, do you know the original source material, Greg?
I don't. I've never written it. Never. I hope I didn't write it. No, I've never read it. I did watch a adapted TV movie. It's supposed to be straight from the book, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of it is like the monster like talks a lot in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like I think from my understanding, it's like when he becomes the monster, it's like he's like an everyday type of person. He's not like you know, kind of going through the motions of trying to like live in reality.
Exactly.
Like survive in reality.
A lot in this movie. He talks a lot.
Okay. So yeah, that was my and it's pretty much like that then, because that's so different than what we're generally used to. We're used to like this kind of mute Frankenstein that's literally kind of a monster, you know, like.
Yeah, the creature himself like, it really threw me off at first. Like I was looking at him like, what the fuck? But as the movie goes along, it kind of drew on. I'm like, well, damn, it's actually pretty cool. By the end of it, I'm like digging it. I'm like, okay, I get it. And the one that really lost me was Mia Goth. Like I was expecting her to be, you know, Mia Goth, and she's not. And she doesn't have a very big role in the movie. So a little bit on screen, I just felt like she was lost in it. Like I never felt her in it.
It being a Del Toro film, I mean, it's got to be visually pleasing, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, he really does such great visual films. Even if you don't really like the story, I mean, they're pretty awesome to look at.
It had this weird vibe at the beginning. It almost felt like one of those, like, shot-on-video type, real crisp, clear, just weird, like, made-for-TV shit at the beginning. And I'm watching, I'm like, what am I watching, dude? This is really throwing me off. And it gets really into the colonial period, all that stuff, which I typically like. I like that kind of era. But anyways, I'm watching, I'm like, it's just so talky, man. It's just a lot of talk, and it just really throwing me off. And then that second part kicks in. I'm like, all right, here we go. Here's Del Toro coming in.
Right.
And good stuff.
I'm gonna watch this and be like, oh, the first half was so good. And the
Yeah,
back half got all action and it was like a different movie.
Yeah. Everybody said Gregamortis stupid as fuck.
Well, that is kind of interesting that you say that, because like my favorite parts of Frankenstein are like the build up to creating the monster usually. So like
You can like it, and there is a lot of that. But I thought the action is just so good in this movie, man. At the end, there's so many. I don't know, man. The gore effects are really well done. I thought bang up job on it.
Now, do you guys on Land of the Creeps do a like top 10 of the year show at the end of the year?
Yeah.
So like, do you try to keep up regularly, or do you like, what do you like? How do you watch a lot?
No, I mean, here's the thing. Like Pearl and I, we have the Regal. We go to Regal near us,
Okay.
and so we got the Regal app, so we can go to movies for free with our subscription.
Right.
But
like the
there just hasn't
A-list,
been it's like the A-list. There's ain't been a lot of shit out that we've really wanted to see. So, horror's lacking right now. So we'll try to watch as the year goes on. But I'm usually like from now to December, I'm cramming.
Yeah, that's kind of how I start cramming heavy around now.
Yeah.
I was actually just thinking about that the other night, and I threw on him. And then, I'm pretty much from, this point on, I'm going to have to watch like a bunch a week to.
Yeah, I got a couple in this week. I got the Black Phone 2 in this week, and I got Good Boy in.
How was Good Boy?
Good Boy, it's interesting. It's not going to be for everyone. I liked it, but I didn't think it was great, and I didn't love it. But it was interesting. That goes something different, at least. But it's almost like it needs more meat to it. It's very short. It's to the point of being a little too ambiguous to the point where you don't really like care that much about it.
Yeah, I've only hit about 20 movies this year, so I'm really down.
I'm doing okay. I'm in the mid 30s.
Okay.
I'm ripping through Chainsaw Man now, so I can watch that Chainsaw Man movie that people are shitting bricks about. That opens with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre homage.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it anime?
Yeah, it's in theaters right now. I don't think you need to watch the series to see it. But
I saw it was playing, but I just had zero.
Oh, is that like actually considered to be horror?
That's a horror movie. It opens with a Texas from what I understand. So, like, maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard it opens with a Texas Chainsaw Massacre homage.
Try to keep a pace all year. I'm at 45 films, and I feel like I haven't really watched. Like, I start in January. I just kind of slowly pick away at films. I try to keep up with theatricals and stuff for the most part. I passed on a few this year, probably for a good reason. And but yeah, this year has been rather slow and not overly great. There's been solid films, but it's not sticking out like a big sort of film, like as a great year. And it's really frustrating because now we're almost into the middle of November. Basically, we got another 2 months until we do our show. And it's like, man, where's all the films?
Yeah.
I felt like last year was so strong too that it's very disappointing.
I feel like this is definitely better than 23. 23 was a low. Like that was the worst year since probably.
Yeah, I think this year's better than 2023. Years.
Yeah, and this one has been kind of like, I've liked some films, but I wouldn't like my top 10 if I was to make it right now. And it sucks. I hate saying that, but
that's crazy, man.
I want to see the new Mickey Keaton film that just came out. I think it's called, I know TerrorVision's actually putting it out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're dropping which I thought was really interesting because that's a straight up contemporary film. I was like, damn, that's really fucking wild.
They've done a couple.
It's called Invasion. I'm assuming it's a home invasion film, but it's done by Mickey Keaton, which is another director that I've really kind of championed over the years. Him and Joe Bigos are kind of like my unsung, kind of like low key indie directors that I always really enjoy. So, and I think Tom, aka Horseball, just actually posted about it and said it was really fucking good. So that's one I got to check out. But I kind of did a quick Google today. I'm like, who the fuck's putting this shit out? And I'm like, TerrorVision. What the fuck? Like, they are so eclectic with their shit, man. You never know what they're going to drop. Like, it's pretty cool. So pretty cool. So that's one I'm looking forward to. But I have such a short list of films that I'm really looking forward to watching right now. It's kind of disturbing right now. Like, I feel like this top 10 show is going to be like, well, my number 10's on there because I have to have a number 10 film.
Well, yeah.
It's like I really don't want it.
There's like almost every movie I saw at the beginning of the year too has not really like held up with me that I thought was good.
Yeah. I know a lot of people won't check it out because of the title, but I really enjoyed Cannibal Mukbang.
But I I'm definitely gonna check it out because
I don't like relationships.
Anything I know you guys like to watch.
Yeah, I'm not like a big like relationship type movie fan, but it's like a tragic love story, and it's like it's really interesting. It's got a lot of commentary, obviously, with social media and and how things play, and it has a lot of different type of things that are going on in it too. But the title suggests it's going to be a real cheesy, low budget, shitty indie film, cannibal film and stuff. But it's not really like that. It's got a lot more substance to it, and I highly recommend. I reviewed it during the 31 days, and I went into it thinking this can be, it's going to go one way or the other kind of thing. And I was very, very surprised and taken back by it. And there was actually, I think the director and a couple of the cast members actually saw my review and commented, and they said, thank you for the amazing breakdown of it. They were like shocked. They said it was the best review they'd seen of the film. So I was like, oh, thank you. But yeah, if I really like a film, I'll give it some props, but check it out. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. Like everyone's been saying, I'm not checking it out because it's called Cannibal Mukbang. And I even said that to the director. I said, I think the name is deferring people from checking it out, which sucks. But I'm the polar opposite. If I see something called Cannibal something, I'm always going to check it out. Like, it's weird. Like Dave Z.
I just hate
he sees cannibal in the title.
The mukbang is the thing that makes
it's not the cannibal that people don't like. It's the mukbang that makes it.
Yeah,
very
the mukbang part.
dislikable.
It's because the lead character in the film, she's like a YouTuber who does like mukbang stuff, right? But it's not really, you don't really see a lot of that shit though. It's just kind of part of the general makeup of it. So, and I get that. I don't like, I watch a lot of food videos, but I don't like mukbang videos because they're like ASMR shit. And I'm like, I don't want to listen to people fucking chew.
It just makes the movie seem like gimmicky. And then if you look at the poster, you're like, okay, this is like some gimmicky
It's weird
bullshit.
too, because Well Go USA put out the Blu-ray. And if you're
and that's something like you can put behind it too, where it's like, oh, it's a logo USA. That's like that's credibility.
Dude, I've actually seen that fucking movie now that you said it.
I thought it was really trippy because Well Go USA generally focuses on Asian films, like contemporary Asian films, whether it be horror, action, or dramas or whatever. And I was like, this was put out on Well Go USA. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. I'd like to know why they ended up picking up that film, because I think it was in the. It must have been in the festival
the director,
a couple years ago, maybe 2023, 24.
Is a Japanese American filmmaker.
Yeah. So that's probably how they got it. But yeah, the film itself is like just.
Well, I think mukbang in general started in Japan, right?
I think it started in Korea.
It was a Korean thing because it's like not a it's a very cultural norm thing to eat your lunch or like eat with people. So the idea of mukbangs was so like you could like kind of feel like you had someone to eat your lunch with if you didn't have someone to eat your dinner.
Yeah, it's definitely
it reminds me of that picture of like how it feels when listening to podcasts, and it's that kid like with that painting in front of him, all kind of kids having fun like eating cereal.
You said you've seen this before?
Yeah, I actually have seen it. It took me a minute to see it, but when I looked up some images, like, oh yeah. No, I actually thought it was pretty decent, man. Yeah.
Where did you how did you see this?
Dude, it was a screener or something. It was something I've seen. I've definitely seen it, and I totally see TerraVision getting this for sure. I can see that. It
is pretty funny though that mukbangs were kind of wholesome when you think about it, and America just bastardized it and turned into something disgusting.
Yeah, well, I know.
Like, oh, eat a bunch of food, huh?
Right.
Like,
ASMR videos kind of freak me out anyways. It's like a weird niche thing that just became so popular. I don't really understand why there's such a big market for it, but these mukbangers do big fucking, the ASMR ones, the ones that don't talk, do so much better than people that are just talking and doing their shit. Yeah, it's just all about the sounds. I'm like, that is so quirky.
Oh god,
it's like
so
a 45
weird.
minute. It is weird to me. Like I watch a lot of competitive eating and stuff, but like these guys are talking and fucking doing whatever. Like it's, they're doing food challenges and they're talking blah blah blah. It's totally different. I'm not listening to food sounds. I'm like just compelled at someone eating 15 fucking pounds of food. That's crazy to me. So, but yeah, the whole ASMR thing, I'm good for that. Like I have no quarries. I don't diss people that do a good job and make a living off that shit. It is what it is. It's just it's quirky. But then again, people also say the same shit about us being, physical media collectors and watching horror films. They either call us sick or like, what the fuck you doing? There's shit that, why wouldn't you just stream it? Like, people have their,
Fair.
It's fair. It's fair. It is what it is. We're all kind of quirky in that sense, I guess. But
this.
Why would you want to own this shit? It's crazy. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. But I mean, I've explained to a bunch of people in the past. I'm like, you do realize that having physical copies of things is kind of like forever, right? But with streaming, I thought it was so crazy because years and years ago when Apple Music was coming out and like, you know, Spotify and all these type of things where you could stream, people were like getting rid of all their albums. And I'm like, that's crazy to me because now people are starting to regret it because a lot of these albums are getting pulled. Like they're, you know, say the rights or even the artists are taking them off their streaming because they're not making any money. And eventually it's going to get to the point where your favorite albums are not going to be on streaming platforms anymore because these guys are just getting ripped off. Right. And you're starting to see it a lot more. And I'm like, man, I'm so fucking happy that I've got 15,000 albums literally in my house. Yeah. Like my shit's all there. It'll never go anywhere. Right.
I haven't felt the effects of that with music. It's so rare that you're also
very low key
on Spotify.
Yeah, well, it's also the shit that you're listening to though. Like I'm really deep into this stuff. Like I was actually just listening to Apathy talk about this shit too, and a couple other people, and they're getting to the point too where, you know, it's taking 1 million fucking you know, like streams to make like $10, you know, kind of thing. It's like, what the fuck's the point of this?
But I don't know, man. Like the music, like music has always, you made the money in touring. Like even before this, like the record.
No. It's not even about that, anyway. JP. It's, of course, we always knew that there was all the money's in touring. That's common knowledge, man. You don't even have to be in the music industry to understand that. But it's the point. It's the principle of how much these streaming platforms are paying out the artists. Like when you're getting 0.001 of a penny per stream, that's fucking ludicrous, bro. They're making millions of dollars off the artists, and they're not getting any. It's worse than record sales. When you were signed by, say, fucking Mercury,
it's worse than record sales, but it's also it's just the world we live in. Like nobody buys albums anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you didn't put it on streaming and you just sold it yourself anyway, it would probably not do that much better.
But that's crazy for you to say that nobody buys albums because people on the flip side say nobody buys movies. And you'd be like, yeah, they do.
I agree. Nobody buys movies except for the niche crowd.
Yeah, but there's still a big enough niche crowd to have all these fucking boutique labels still doing so well. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're doing well in
normies don't matter to me.
Boutique labels, but they're not doing well in terms of like what Walmart used to sell DVDs in 2004.
Dude,
like the studios that sold those are
physical sales of music, like, well, of course, vinyl in the mainstream. Like I said, I'm a hip hop fan. Vinyl's always been a staple for it's never went away from me, right? Because that's part of the culture. So when it came back in the mainstream, the physical sales are the all-time high right now. You know what's really crazy selling is mainstream cassettes. It's crazy how much mainstream cassette, like it's getting pressed up and they're selling like crazy. Man, people are just starting to realize that owning your shit is a lot better than streaming. Yeah. And it's slowly getting back, but physical sales are at an all-time high right now.
I don't know about all-time. That seems a little crazy.
In the last like 20 years, yes.
Dude, so something that comes out right now is becoming one of the all-time highest selling.
Dude, I said sales are the highest in the last 20 years.
You said all-time high.
Yeah, you did say all-time.
Okay, in the last 20 years. In the last 20 years.
It was a little 20 years. Yeah, it makes sense.
At the highest point in the last 20 years. Okay, so I didn't word that wrong. But you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like it's just keeps going up and up and up and up. And
but it's still like a tenth of what it was.
Of course. People are not fucking, they're not selling, 1 million physical units of a record. It's not, but the point is that the sales are still like at the high of like the last 20 years, especially in the mid 2000s, man. People were just like, that's it. I'm fucking downloading everything, streaming.
Well, yeah, because you got to look at where we're at right now in the timeline of history too. Everybody who is the target demographic for that is getting nostalgic about that era.
See, I'm so fucking crazy. Like, this is the type of shit. Like, when I'm buying like my albums and shit, like I'm buying CDs and vinyl. That's the same fucking record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's that. You're like a 0.01.
I only do that with my favorite records, though. Like, I mean, I have a ton of albums I just have on vinyl. I have a ton of just on CD and stuff like that. But like, if I love a record, I'm supporting the shit out of it. So, but yeah, it was really compelling to hear this conversation and just how many people are starting to pull their shit off and they're just like, it's not even worth being on there anymore. Like Rock Marciano had such a great game plan. And like, he's like, dude, I make so much more fucking money off selling my shit off my website and touring and doing all the type of shit. Like he goes,
but
Spotify.
Here's my argument with
I can't even buy a pair of sneakers. He says with the money.
Here's my argument with that argument, right? That guy would put his stuff up on his website and probably sell the exact same amount as if he still had his shit on streaming, because the people listening to it on streaming are not the same people that are going to go buy it from that guy's thing. You know what I mean?
His stuff's still on streaming, but he just said basically like, you know, the amount of money that you generate from, you know, the amount of streams that I'm getting. He goes, I can't even buy a fucking pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
He's like, that's absolutely insanity to me.
What you hope for with that is that new people will find out who you are, become a fan, and go to your shows because it's easily accessible.
Well, I think
buy your stuff off your website.
I think one of the reasons why a lot of stuff does stay up there is for the whole networking purpose. I mean, even if you're on Apple Music, right? Like if you look up an artist you like, and then if you scroll down to the bottom, it shows you other artists that are similar,
right?
And you will find shit like, you know, other artists through there. You know, and it's kind of cool, and it's very close. Like sometimes I'll look at the bottom and like, you know, I'll be on there like looking at evidence, and it'll show like Aesop, you know, all these people. I'm like, of course that would be there. But if I didn't know, then you would be so happy to discover these other artists, because it actually does generate proper, you know, artists.
I think the one edge that DVD and Blu-ray and stuff like that physically has over music is, one of the reasons like that it's beneficial to buy a movie physically is that the version that you're getting on the streaming service isn't always the uncut version or the original director's cut or whatever. Whereas music, you don't really have that much variation between the original album and what's on the streaming service. You know, it's usually the same thing. So no, actually, I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, here's a great example. So when Above the Rim put out their soundtrack back in the day, this was kind of a quirky little move that they did. So when the CD came out, it had like 20 tracks on it or whatever. And then when they dropped the tape, it had 3 bonus tracks, cassette only. So it was making you buy the CD and tape. So there was a lot of shit, and you'll see a lot of that stuff now too. Like if you go to streaming, but you're starting to see it a lot more on physical albums too, like where the bonus tracks won't be on the streaming, but they'll be on the records. It is a lot. Sometimes it's vice versa. Dude, it's on there a lot though.
Sometimes they are on the streaming.
Often on there.
Yeah. But then you know, like the physical records will have the bonus tracks and stuff like that too. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, man. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, I love personally popping in, open up a fucking record or, you know, a CD or a tape or whatever. And there's just something so comforting about popping it in your physical system and, you know, like not worrying about your fucking phone and just reading the liner. There's something so nostalgic. And like, I've always been that person. Like when I listen to an album, I have my feet up and I'm reading the liner notes and I'm like, oh shit, this person did this and this person played on this. And you're like, you know, man, like, have you ever been listening to a metal record or a jazz record or funk or whatever? And you're like, oh shit, that guy played on this one and this guy played on this. And you're like, shit, dude, and you go down a fucking rabbit hole, bro. You're like, man, I love this guy. And this guy worked with this guy and this guy. I'm like, shit, dude. I'm crazy.
Like even just for an example, that Above the Rim soundtrack, it does have those 3 extra songs, the Tupac ones and
on the streaming. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But the CD never did. And then the tape, like I have the tape and the CD for that exact reason. But yeah, it's crazy.
I think that like, for me, I don't really buy a lot of physical music stuff anymore. Yeah, I get the occasional vinyl because I genuinely like listening to vinyl. It's like it's a mood, you know what I mean? It's like a whole vibe and shit. But I think that like the ease of, I found so much more music like from streaming than I ever have from physical, just because I can never really afford to do a million different physical things.
Well, it's a good it's a good platform to find stuff, but then you can still support and, you know, buy the records and stuff like that too. Like, I mean, yeah, the thing is with a lot of artists, like the music is so watered down now. There's so many artists putting out so many projects all the fucking time that a lot of them don't have physical records just because they're putting out so much stuff. And I don't support the shit at all because I mean, and then again,
I think the big difference for me with like streaming and specifically music, like if I went and bought an album when I was like 12 or 13 years old, even if I didn't like it, I still listened to it. Like, and I would fully learn the album because it's all I had for the next like 2 weeks or whatever. But like now I throw something on and if I don't like it within the first like minute or something, I'm like, nope, and then I go to something else.
Yeah.
So you don't really get to like learn to love things like you did whenever you bought the music.
But that's
physically.
why listening to physical copies is so different. Like I only buy albums like nowadays, like from 2025, like I buy a lot of the retro stuff that's coming out. But like for albums, like if I bought a record that was released in 2025, a contemporary album, it's something that I do like. Like I'm not just buying everything.
Yeah.
Like I really, really like that album. Like the New Evidence record, like it's 2025. I have it because I love the record. Right. So, but yeah, like especially with hip hop, like there's so many boutique labels that are dropping so much good shit. It's just like in the horror world, like we have all these great boutique labels, right? It's the same thing, man. Like the major companies, they're not putting out anything. It's all boutique label stuff. So, but anyways.
So Greg, I know that you also have like another side project podcast where you do Italian stuff. How's that been going?
It's been going good. Yeah, it's over. We'll call it Black Glove Mysteries, but we kind of spun off. We do not just Giallo now. We're doing Eurocrime, just anything Italian cinema in particular. It's been a lot of fun, and we just put it on YouTube this year. So, of course, it's on your audio podcast, but we do a video of it as well. Ian Erzen and I. Ian's such a good dude, man. He knows so much about Italian cinema, man. I was sitting back listening to him and just eat it all up, dude. It's
right.
Fucking great, bro.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It is Italian Horror Month this month. Have you been watching a lot of Italian stuff?
Yeah, I'm always watching Italian, man. I'm typically one or two movies a year, or a year and day, a week, I should say. So yeah, I'm always watching Italian cinema. That and Asian. I think me and Tyler would be right close in there. I know you're into Philippine.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Asian, any type of Asian.
Yeah, so Italian and Asian right now is where I'm at, dude. I'm just fucking burying myself in it.
Yeah, I've already watched 16 Italian films this month.
Nice.
Good Lord.
So yeah,
I think I'm at like 10.
I mean, it's normal. Like I rewatch a lot of Italian films like all year and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I had to crack open that Lamberto Bava box set, like I mentioned earlier, and watch all those. And I've been just kind of watching, I mean, trying to knock off some things that I haven't really seen before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, besides obviously the films that we've been doing, like we did In the Folds of Flesh last week, and The Red Queen Kills 7 Times, and Blood Delirium. I'd seen all those before, but then I watched The Bloodstained Lawn, which it's going to be Tony's review for Sinbin this week. And I thought it was fucking terrible. We'll get more into that. That movie's fucking terrible.
That's awesome. That was fucking
and then of
terrible.
course I watched all the Lamberto Bava films, but then I rewatched In the Land of the Cannibals, the Bruno Mattei film. Dude, that shit is it's just fucking Predator and like Aliens, and like it was just remaking those movies. It's so fucking hilarious to watch, man. There's literally full scenes of like Predator in the movie, and like it's fucking wild, dude. It's just crazy. I love those Bruno Mattei movies. They're just they'd be so much fun to review because they're just
such a fun director, man.
So we had done a couple movies by what's his name? What's the director's name? Sergio Bergonzelli, which was Blood Delirium and In the Folds of the Flesh. And they're two kind of really batshit films and stuff. And I was going through my collection, and I pulled out the 7 box set, the Nunsploitation box set. And I was like, dude, I really need to break into here. And I was going to watch the Bruno Mattei one. And then I was just kind of looking at the films, and I was like, oh shit, this one's directed by Sergio Bergonzelli. It was called Christina Devil Nun. It's just a sleazy fucking non-exploitation film with like hardcore sex. Like there's literally like full penetration in there. What the fuck? I'm like, this is wild. It wasn't that great, but it was kind of a wild ride. Tyler, yeah, it's very different than the other films. It's kind of straightforward, and it's not like
what a bummer.
I know. And then I watched Hercules in a Haunted World, like I mentioned earlier, and that was really fun. That was the first time watch for me. And then I watched a movie from the new Danze Macabre Volume 4 set from Severin, Night of the Damned.
Okay.
That's a good fucking movie, bro. That's a good one, man. Check that shit out. That was really good shit. And then I busted into the Sharksploitation set from Severin, watched Night of the Sharks with
Cruel Sharks and all that good shit.
Yeah. So I watched Night of the Shark because I'd seen the other movies before, and I really wanted to watch this one because it had Treat Williams in it. And I was like, damn, I'd never even heard of this film. It's from 1988 and shit. And it's really fun. It's like a crime thriller. It's horror, obviously, too, because it's got the sharks and stuff, but it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun film. And
we ended up doing Volume 4. We finished our Volume 4 of The Forgotten Jolly, and we finished up with
I actually have the set sitting right here.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, we did the Sister Versal, and it has that kind of moment where you're talking about you get in almost some hardcore porn in there, man. You're like, what the fuck am I watching?
So you guys working your way through all those box sets?
We are. We just finished 4. He doesn't have. I don't think he has any of the others. I've got the rest of the 4, so I'll have to wait till he picks them up. But yeah,
Sister of Ursula, doesn't that just have the craziest weapon?
It does, dude.
Dude, that movie is
and you know, as soon as you see the shadow, it's so.
Dude, that might be. I've said for years before even the Blu-ray came in, because I had the old DVD, and I was like, man, this is one of the most hardcore, sleazy Italian films ever made. Yeah. Like, it's super low key because not a lot of people really talk about it, but I was like, damn, dude, that weapon.
I know. Which I called that weapon early. I was like, I know that weapon. I've seen it in that movie. I know what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad shit, man. That's one I would love to actually, maybe next year, JP, when we do another like Italian horror volume 2 or whatever, because it's just kind of a mixed bag of things, because we're kind of have to get away from the director spotlights and stuff. We should pick that one. That's one that we should do.
Oh, y'all should totally do it.
Have you guys, Moodz, I know you said you watched the Bloodstained Lawn out of the Bloodstained Italy collection that Vinegar Syndrome did. Did you watch any of the other movies?
No, I think I'm going to try and watch the other 2 this week just to get them done.
I watched the first movie, Obscene Desire.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty decent. It's kind of weird and a little head scratchy.
Is it like horror related? Because like the Bloodstained Lawn,
it's like kind of a giallo.
Is honestly, it's almost hard to classify, but it's like an offbeat, like drama comedy with like a weird robot that sucks blood out of people. It's fucking, it just threw me for a loop, bro.
I'm sorry.
And it's funny though, because I just had the disc in and I didn't feel like putting anything else in, so I was like looking at the special features to see what there was, and I saw that there was like a interview with Poopy Avati.
Oh, nice.
Who, you know, throwback to when Greg did that shit with us. He just was talking about this movie on the special features, and I wish they would release his other movie, The Arcane Sorcerer, like Vinegar Syndrome. And then I've been like so interested in this movie that he did in '86 that's not listed as like horror, called Christmas Present, and it's on Christmas night 4 strange friends reunite for a game of poker to rip off a rich businessman, but old grudges get in the way. Like, it just sounds like fun. Like, I just want to
sounds kind of fun.
Like, so, like I don't know where you can see that at, but like nobody's really reviewed it on Letterboxd too much.
Well, The House with the Laughing Windows didn't. Who just released that on 4K?
Arrow.
It's gonna be Arrow, yeah.
Okay, so have you already pre-ordered or?
I do have mine pre-ordered. Yeah, I cannot wait to watch that movie with a good transfer. Like, I have the old Shameless DVD that came out. You got that too? Yeah.
No, I've got the whatever the hell that was.
Oh shit, you got that one too? Yeah. That was the
old Sinister Cinema.
Yeah, Sinister. Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah, So yeah, the Shameless one. Yeah, Shameless wasn't really known for their great transfers. They were more known for their kind of unique packaging. Remember, they had all the yellow cases that had the yellow cases. They had said Shameless on the side. It was really cool. And they did release a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking. Yeah. I've got that Blu-ray.
It's one of the worst Blu-rays I ever owned.
I even have the Cemetery Man one that they'd put out.
The Cemetery one I never thought was bad, but the Four Flies on Grave Velvet one, the sound like literally blows out at the end. It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know who was doing their transfers and their quality
like
control.
Mimsy Farmers like breaking down, so you just like it's like I've never seen another disc do that. It was wild.
Right, but they did put out Footprints on the Moon, Tyler.
I got that in the Severin.
With Tyler, that's in his top 100.
Yeah, but which we have a better transfer that. But actually, that DVD didn't look that bad though.
I didn't know it was in that set. When someone said, "Oh, it's in that Psychotic Women's set," I was like, "What?"
Yeah, man. Severin is over the years, man, has dropped so much good shit, dude. Like, I hope that they keep just dropping these Danzig Macabre sets, man. Because like I'm pretty much done all the movies now. Like there's a couple. Well, I just got this one, so I've only watched the one I watched, of course, Night of the Damned, which I recommend. But I am curious because Terror Creatures from the Grave they had released before as like a bonus film on one of their like triple features. But it has both cuts. It's got the Italian uncut version and the American on here too. So that's really cool. Looking forward to checking that out, and probably a better transfer on The Devil's Wedding Night also. And I'm a fan of Baby Yaga. I know a lot of people don't really like it too much, but I think it's pretty cool. But this set is crazy because it comes with like soundtracks, and like the Baby Yaga is like a 4-disc set, and I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Wow,
dude, the amount of CD soundtracks that we're getting and shit now is like just mind blowing.
So the Dons, we're up to what, volume 4? Is that?
Volume 4, yeah.
Damn.
And then they just announced the new Christopher Lee Euro. The third one, which is really cool too. So, which I need to dig into the second volume. I've watched all the films in the first one, except for the Polish TV series that he hosted. I haven't checked any of that shit out yet. But yeah, there's just so much shit, man. Crazy, fucking wild, man. Yeah, what films have you checked out like this month for your Italian month?
Which one, me or Tyler?
You.
Oh,
I've been too busy to watch anything.
We was going through. I've been through the Forgotten Jolly Volume 4. Been doing that. Watched a couple Mario Bavas. Went back and rewatched Black Sabbath, Black Sunday, of course. Kill Baby Kill. God, what all have I been doing? Lamberto Bava. I've been down a really big Lamberto Bava kick. Mario. We just did. We did Lamberto's Demons 1 and 2. We just reviewed that. So went down that rabbit hole, and I've been down just your typical just stuff. I got to do this one. Our next episode is Fistful of Dynamite, so we're going into
beautiful
little spaghetti western. So I've never seen this one. So
you're doing Fistful of Dynamite?
That's a fun movie, man.
Register. Yeah, that's a good movie.
I cannot wait to check that out. See what the Kino did with it. I'm sure it's good, but
yeah, it's really good.
One of my favorite genres, man, is like spaghetti westerns. Like I love spaghetti westerns, bro. Like,
yeah, me too.
You ever check out the Sartana films?
I have.
Dude, I watched the first one when that box set came out from Arrow, and then I just marathoned them all. I was like, these are fucking so much fun, dude. Yeah. I just watched like all 6 of them, like I think it's 6 or 5, whatever. And then I was like, dude, fucking amazing, so much fun.
Dude, I finally pulled out the Devil Fetus because the vinegar. And dude, that movie right there is fucking gold. It is such a shitty movie. It's so fucking good. I'm so obsessed with this movie, man. When I watched it, I was like, what did he fucking this movie?
We did that on Sinbin.
You did, and
did you watch the other one too? The Act of
I have not seen Her Vengeance yet. I still got to watch it.
I think I actually like Act of Vengeance more.
Yeah, I like Her Vengeance more,
which is crazy because Devil Fetus is just bad shit craziness.
It's so stupid, man. But I love that shit, man. Right. I think that's why I love the cat, man, and why I had to pick that cat up. I had to have it, man. I'm like, dude, I saw that one on a fucking shitty like YouTube transfer, and it was so bad.
It's worth it just to check out the cat versus dog fight. Like, are you fucking kidding? It's like the most crazy shit.
That damn Terminator shit that comes toward the end of that movie's gold, man.
Oh my god, I know, man. That whole movie is just insane, man. It's so much fun. Yeah, it made a couple lists on the 92 show, so yeah. Which it's now, I think on IMDb it is 91 on there, but
I think
change what we're doing prep.
Maybe we should have Greg on Sinbin one time since he picks up some Vinegar Syndrome.
I try to pick up as much as I can.
Yeah.
Dude, I found a store. I don't know, man. I don't want to hijack for a minute, but we got a store in Wilmington where I live up here in Wilmington called Whatever Wilmington, which is kind of like your old consignment shops or whatever, So he started doing movies recently, and I was showing you, JP, where I got the emasculator. Like, dude, like, bro started bringing in shit, and he's got vinegar, he's got fucking Eureka, he's got some weird label SOV shit in there, and I'm like, bro, what in the world? So he went through his company called Lunch Meat in Raleigh, North Carolina, and they do like VHS release shit. So he bought a bunch of collections. I about wore out his damn collection. I was like, dude, you got to get some more shit in here now. His vinegar's about gone. His Severin's getting weak, man. I'm like, dude, he's got some Criterion in there I've been getting, but the SOV stuff, I haven't pulled the trigger because, man, I don't know anything about these movies, man, and I know they're like made for like $50, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not.
If you send me some of the title names, like if I've seen them, which I probably have, but I could let you know if they're worthy.
I will totally fucking hit you up, dude. But he's got like 3 or 4 different SOV movies up there that I was going to get, but when I saw the Emasculator and I knew that Carly was in it, I was like, man, I've got to pick that thing up, man. I got to support her and see what happens, man. And so I still
it's a lot of penis mutilation in that one.
It's all penis mutilation, yeah.
All right, I'm sold.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, actually. It honestly went in a direction where I wasn't really expecting, to be honest.
Wow. Nice.
So But,
I've done seen the keychain, so hey, I heard you got 3. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I got 3, man. Like that was I showed him in my update too. But me and JP did a live on Friday too, and I actually tried it out. And I was like, I put it. I was like, oh, it actually does blow. I'm like, that's the first time I've ever had a penis in my mouth. But I never tried it, and it actually does work as a whistle. I was like, holy shit, it's crazy.
I think I don't know how she had these made.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
director.
But see, I appreciate that. That's fucking genius packaging, dude. Come on, bro. That's
yeah. I like those.
Yeah, she was giving them out at the screening at the Cinema Wasteland screening.
Yeah, nice.
Cheese balls.
Cheese balls, yeah.
Yeah, so going back to the whole Frankenstein thing, I was gonna, go back to it like when we finished talking about the new Frankenstein film. But Bloody Disgusting did an article. I think it just got posted recently, maybe today or yesterday. I don't know. And it's called 10 Lesser Known Frankenstein Movies to Watch After Guillermo del Toro's Adaptation.
Oh, geez.
And
that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, I haven't actually looked at the list yet. I just thought it was kind of cool. I just wanted to see how many of these movies we've actually seen before. So they're not numbered. So the first one is Frankenstein Conquers the World from 1965. This is an Asian film, isn't it? Yeah, it's Ishiro Hondo.
Random.
Yeah, right. I've never seen this before, but yeah, Ishiro Hondo made this film. That's crazy. Okay, so next one is Lady Frankenstein from 1971, which I've seen. It's got the beautiful Rosalba Nira in it. I'm sure that Greg knows the name.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
She is fucking absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
I love Lady Frankenstein. It's fun. What the fuck is this? Monster of Frankenstein from 1981. It's an animated film.
Ooh, animated, you say?
The nearly lost made-for-television anime film is based on Marvel's comic series, The Monster of Frankenstein. It was produced by Toei.
Again.
Produced by Toei and aired in TV in crazy.
Wow.
I would totally check that out, man. That's crazy. Oh, interesting. Frankenstein Unbound from 1990. This was Roger Corman's last film that he directed. Yeah. You guys ever see this one?
No.
Mm-mm.
I feel like I have. I would have to see it. I was trying to look at my Letterboxd because there's one in particular I was thinking about, but
I have seen it years ago. Like I still have the DVD for it, but I don't remember if it was any good or not. I just can't remember. Oh, what the fuck is this? Bolt Neck from 1998. Bolt Neck.
Hell yeah.
From 1998. What the fuck is this? In a promotional ad for Deadpool 2, Ryan Reynolds was offered at the notion of Bolt Neck being a movie you should apologize. What the fuck? Okay. I've never even heard of this before. That's crazy. Next one is Evil Never Dies from 2003. Another film I haven't seen. Jesus. They are deep dive in here. Crazy. This one's got Katherine Heigl in it. Okay. Interesting. Next one is Subject 2 from 2006. Another one I have not seen or even heard of. This is crazy. Okay. Next one is The Frankenstein Theory from 2013. I have seen this one.
I've heard of this one.
I think I actually remember liking this film. I know it was found footage. Should say somewhere in here. Yeah, found footage. I didn't mind that one. Next up is Frankenstein's Army from 2013. This movie was fucking blast, man.
That's bonkers, dude.
Yeah, it's actually better than you think it would be.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Next is Frankenstein from 2015. Oh, this was the one directed by Bernard Rose. Did you see this one, JP?
What is it? Yeah, wait.
Frankenstein 2015. Bernard Rose directed, of course, Candyman.
I don't remember if I ended up watching. I remember it coming out though. I don't remember if I watched that one.
I'm pretty sure I saw it. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, and that's it. So that's the deep cuts on there. Interesting list, to be honest. It's crazy.
There's so many like Frankenstein movies.
Fuck.
I would, what I like too, like that also has a million adaptations is A Christmas Carol. Like there's so many different adaptations of that, darker ones, not so dark ones.
And I own like at least a dozen of them. Like I have at least a dozen of them. Like
made for TV ones, theatrical ones.
Fred Flintstone's Christmas Carol's my shit.
I love the Astor one from like the late 40s.
I've never seen that one.
Scrooge. That one is fucking so goddamn dark, bro. Like it is so good. It's like my favorite adaptation besides probably Mickey's Christmas Carol.
I have a I have
From
a thing.
84, I think they went to. Yeah.
So,
and Scrooge with Bill Murray. I love Scrooge. I fucking love it.
So just yeah, that one's fun as well. Just like I thought this would be funny. So obviously, Dario Argento is a guy that we've done the most. We often have a question for our new guest, Argento or Fulci, have them pick. So I thought it would be fun to take 10 films from Lucio Fulci, 10 films from Argento, pair them off, and have you guys vote on which one is better. And this is sorted by, I believe, popularity. So the 10th film from each of them is A Cat in the Brain from Fulci and The Stendhal Syndrome from Argento.
Cat in the Brain.
Comparing the two, right? Just the two. Okay.
Just the two, yep.
Yeah, Cat and Brain.
Cat Brain.
Damn, you guys suck. All right. 1 point for Fulci. Okay. The Black Cat from Fulci, 1981, or Four Flies on Grey Velvet from Argento.
Four Flies.
Black Cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Four Flies on that one.
Dude, The Black Cat by Fulci is fucking so underrated.
Really good.
It is actually really good, man. It's fucking creepy. It's great, man. I love that adaptation. Like, he just puts his own Fulci spin. It's great. Yeah, I didn't think that one had a chance.
So we're tied up 1-1. Number 8, The Psychic, 1977 versus The Cat O' Nine Tails, 1971.
The Psychic.
Nine Tails. I'm going Cat of Nine Tails.
The Psychic hands down.
I love Cat of Nine Tails.
I really like Cat of Nine Tails like more than most people, but I love The Psychic.
Fulci takes the lead, 2-1.
2-1.
Number 7, A Lizard in the Woman's Skin versus Inferno, 1980.
Lizard Woman's Skin.
Oh, dude, that's so brutal. I love Lizard, man. I love Lizard so much.
I do too, but I love Inferno.
But Inferno is like, it's just a special thing to me, man. Inferno.
Yeah, I'm going Inferno.
Right. It's back to tie it up again. Number 6, The New York Ripper versus Opera.
Oh, shit.
Opera.
Ripper.
Oh, damn.
And that's a tough one for me because I love Opera, but New
That
York
one's
Ripper
pretty
is like
close.
one of my
Yeah,
all-time favorite movies. You guys
That's
know
a good
that.
matchup. That's a good matchup.
Well, so is Opera. It's actually in my top 100.
Yeah. For me, this is a good matchup, too.
I've got to go Opera, man, but God, I love Ripper, dude. It's got so much good shit in it.
Argento takes the lead, 2-3. All right. Next up, House by the Cemetery.
Ooh.
Or Phenomena.
Not close.
Really?
Yeah. I don't really like House.
I love House by the Cemetery. I love it. Fucking.
I'm going House. I'm going to go House on that one too.
But God bless, do I go against Phenomena? It's got fucking Donald Places, bro.
It's just so big and mad and like ambitious.
It does have my biggest crush ever in Jennifer Connelly.
There you
It's
go.
just so big and like expansive for like what the genre did before that.
Yeah,
I think Cemetery has some of the craziest atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm gonna go House just because I love the music in it as well.
Tied up again.
Love the
Wow, that one hurts.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4, Don't Torture a Duckling versus Tenebrae. That's a tough matchup. Dude.
That is actually not even fair. We should just stop because now, like, that's not even cool, bro.
Which one of your children are you killing?
It's going to be Tenebrae.
Tenebrae for me. I'll absolutely adore that movie.
Tenebrae is just a way chiller, easier movie to watch.
Yeah. But Don't Torture Duckling's amazing.
Don't Torture a Duckling is my favorite film of 72.
They're in my top 30. Both of them.
It's got one of the coolest dummy scenes off a cliff too, man. Like, come on, bro. It's fucking
Which I think was my number 3 in 82. I'm not
Which
sure.
Which one would you have voted for, even though it doesn't matter, Vince?
Fuck, dude. It's like insane to me. I'd probably go with Tenebrae, though.
Oh, okay. All right. The final 3. Argento is up 4-3. Number 3, City of the Living Dead versus The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
City.
Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
City.
Bird.
100% City.
I would have picked City.
It's in my top like 5 films of all time. It's crazy.
All right. Basically, Fulci has to win these next 2 in order to win.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, both these movies are in my top 10.
The Beyond versus Deep Red.
Oh,
Deep Red.
Well, I'm wearing the Beyond shirt right now, so I'm going
right. Well, the Beyond's one of my all-time favorite films, but damn, Deep Red.
And Deep Red is in my favorite films too. But
Profondo Rosso, baby.
Yeah, I got to go Profondo Rosso, dude. I got to.
The Beyond.
God dang. Yeah.
So Fulci's mathematically eliminated, but the number one's the Zombie versus Suspiria.
Yeah, Zombie. For me, I love Suspiria, but Zombies.
I'll go with Zombie too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Fulci gets a garbage point, but 4-6 Argento.
That was some unfair.
Dude, that was so tough, man. Like,
Yeah.
like Duckling versus Tenebrae was
That was
heartbreaking.
brutal. That was
heartbreaking.
The most brutal one for me.
Dude, those are two. Like, there were so many movies in there that were in my top 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, those movies are separated by like 8 slots in my top 100.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, that was cool. That was fun.
Yeah. Wow.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
It would be curious to see if you expanded it to more films because they both directed more films.
Right.
Oh yeah.
When you get to their lesser good movies.
Yeah.
What do we have? 22. Yeah, it was 22 Argento films. I think that we did. Was it 22 total? And then
I think so.
I think has 25. I think we could probably do 25 horror.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, what happens when you got like the car player slapping into the devil's honey?
Right.
No, I think you're probably at that point like Door to Silence versus Card Player or something.
Man.
Oh fuck, that's not, dude. I like the Devil's Honey. I like fucking
hated it. That might be my least favorite Fulci work.
Really, dude? What?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's
I
like
thought this movie's retarded.
It's like an erotic thriller. Like I don't. It's such an oddball piece that he had done after that like massive like horror run. I don't know. It's such a strange one.
I was excited. I thought, God, this sounds sleazy. This sounds weird.
Oh, it's fucking sleazy.
And I was like, this movie sucks.
I like it. But yeah, do y'all have anything else?
No, I think that's it.
You guys want to get into these movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to conclude the intro, and we'll be back here with some Fulci films. Yeah.
And now, our feature presentation.
All right, so getting into the featured reviews here on episode 303, Lucio Fulci, Volume 4. I keep thinking about, we're going to do the, the ranking in 2030. Fuck, that shit's funny to me. So we're going to start this one off with a film from 1982. That would be fucking weird if we were doing a Fulci film from the 2000s. That would be some AI shit right there. That would be fucking weird. All right, so we're going to take it back to 1982 with a film called Manhattan Baby. Also known as, what is some of the other titles? The Eye of the Evil Dead or something? Eye of the Evil Dead. I think the original title, maybe it was a working title, or maybe they even had it as a title, was The Evil Eye, which actually kind of makes a lot of sense. But I know the title Eye of the Evil Dead rubbed Sam Raimi the wrong way completely. But then when he found out, because he was actually going to pursue legal action against the film because of obviously the Evil Dead thing in there. But
shit was so different back then. Like, you could title shit anything now and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But like, so what happened was then he learned that Fulci never had any power in how the films were marketed and how they were named and stuff like that. So he didn't want to attack Fulci because it would have went down on Fulci and stuff. So he said, fuck it. We'll just let it get released over here in America as Eye of the Evil
Sam
Dead.
Raimi being a little bitch.
So so there was nothing ever done about it, but I can see it though. Like, I mean, this is 1982. Evil Dead came out in 81. Like, I mean, it's fresh off the burner, right? So it's kind of touching an element there, but I can see it. But
I did see they did show the trailer to Sam Raimi's new horror film when I went to the theater last night.
Which one was the movie coming up? Like,
yeah, it's called Send Help. It's kind of looks a little ridiculous, but basically this woman who's like bullied at her workplace is on like a company trip and the plane crashes and it's just her and her boss on an island and he's all like injured and she seems like she's like kind of getting revenge a little bit, torturing him like Annie Wilkes style. It's the vibe I got from it.
Wow. McAdams. Huh. Interesting.
I wonder if it's like serious or if it has like comedic elements to it and shit. Just
it looked mostly serious with some maybe dark comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, so Manhattan Baby from 1982, of course, directed by Fulci, composed by Fabio Frizzi, which, if you don't know who Fabio Frizzi is, I mean, at this point in 1982, I think he had already worked with Fulci. Fuck, how many times? I know he did The Psychic with him. He did the Spaghetti Western, Silver Saddle. I think that he did that one also. Of course, he did Zombie.
I think he actually even reuses some sound elements from The Beyond in this one.
Dude, he does City of the Living Dead in here. There's a ton of music cues from The Beyond in this film. And there's even, I think there's one from the Zombie too also.
It sounds just like he just ripped all his
the actual theme song that he produced,
just like put them in.
The actual theme music that he produced for Manhattan Baby is fucking awesome. It's actually one of my favorite pieces that Frizzi ever did. But yeah, like he really does reuse a lot of the stuff from The Beyond. There's some City in there, and then there's a piece from Zombie. Of course, he did Contraband with Fulci also, and we just mentioned The Beyond and stuff. But yeah, I know he's pretty fucking.
I did read that like the budget, like like 3/4 of the budget got like axed before production.
So the thing is with this movie, and I really wish a lot of people would understand this when they criticize the film for being not that great and stuff. And I mean, it's valid to a certain degree, but yeah, you're right though. So they had a really big budget for this film. I think it was like 800 lire or something like that. And it got cut like basically in half. But the vision for the film was going to be like this kind of next step in making horror films. And they were going to visually do something totally different. Like they weren't going to do stuff that they were doing with The Beyond and, and City and stuff and like just have straight gore effects. They were going to try and do a lot more visual stuff and just kind of take one step further, just kind of start like a new wave of like horror films and stuff. But once the budget got cut, they basically had to cut all that shit out of the film and just kind of rely on this kind of wacky fucking story that they're telling and shit like that. And, put in a little bit of effects and stuff, very much like Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds in one scene. But there's not really a lot of gore effects in this. It's more based off, just the possession and, the visuals and stuff. And it's just atmospheric. It doesn't have the Fulci feel to it. And I think that's what really kind of throws people off in this movie too. But if I don't know,
I felt like it had a good. Yeah, it felt like a Gates of Hell light. Like this almost feels like a Gates of Hell.
Yeah, it feels like it has the Fulci feel, but it doesn't have any of the substance of the stuff that makes it good. Like this to me, this like felt like it was left over the Beyond material with none of the cool stuff from Beyond. I could tell, like as I was watching, I thought I was like, he must have lost his budget because this is like the outline to what you'd have in the Beyond, and then just none of the stuff to fill it in with.
Doesn't it feel like this movie should be like the third part in the Gates of Hell trilogy?
That's why I was honestly getting frustrated with this movie, and I was pretty bummed at it because it just seemed like it was like a half-assed version of the Beyond, and it made me feel like, oh, he must have just like been out of money and like out of his like game. This just feels like recycled.
Well, no, they wrote this movie, but they planned on doing it a lot different visually and stuff. But it's kind of interesting when you take the narrative of House by the Cemetery, which is considered to be the third part, which really doesn't have any correlation to like opening up the depths or the gates of hell and stuff. Where this one kind of does,
even like a surrealism. Like that's the thing. The other two movies have a lot of surrealism in it and just like weird imagery, and like the House doesn't really have that.
No, it's more of like a, it's kind of a straight up story, but
I actually really like the stuff in Egypt.
Yeah, it reminds me of the beginning.
Feels very Exorcist.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
like, what is this? The Exorcist?
It's really funny actually because the whole stuff in Egypt was actually an afterthought for the narrative. They weren't actually going to shoot that stuff, and I think that would have been a huge misstep. And I think some of the scenes that are shot in Egypt kind of, well, it obviously gives you the whole story, but it's actually very atmospheric in what they do. It's not like great narrative, but like it's still showcasing. It still has like the Beyond kind of elements with the, the old lady with the, the white eyes and stuff, giving like the amulet to the little girl, passing on the possession and stuff like that.
Like there's so many shades of other movies in here, even though this movie was done technically before Hellraiser, but the whole like Egyptian like witch lady giving the medallion, it's like I expect her to say like, "What's your pleasure?"
Well, that's the thing with this movie. It does feel like it should have been part of the Gates of Hell trilogy, because basically where they go on their trips, and the dimension is basically hell. It's like almost like a hell. Like you're going into a different dimension, which is eventually going to kill you, because Jamie Lee, which is kind of funny in itself, right? So this movie, like, I've always thought it was hilarious because you can see the influences on its sleeve when you watch this film. Like 10 minutes in this movie, you know exactly what it's doing. Like I always feel like if you take The Omen, like the ideas of The Omen and The Exorcist and The Awakening that had just come out in 1980, the movie with what's his face? Anyways, the Awakening, which takes place in Egypt and stuff like that. If you shake that up in a bottle and you pour it out, you get the fucking Manhattan Baby. It's like all these type of elements, and of course, it does have like a little bit of Hellraiser in it too. But
did you see the Rosemary's Baby?
And
connection?
Rosemary's Baby, yeah.
So yeah,
the Adrian.
Yeah, I like. I was like, hold on, I know that name. And I like told Chip, like, yeah, son of a bitch.
Yeah. So this whole movie, the title Manhattan Baby is taken straight from Rosemary's Baby.
And that's like I saw. I was like, oh man, that like I thought that was a kind of a cool connection. I was like, is this what it's insinuating? The years clearly don't line up, but
so the antique dealer in the film has the same name as like the big antagonist from Rosemary's Baby. I think he's the doctor.
His father.
His father, same name,
guy.
Same name, and of course we've got the Jamie Lee character, which she is the nanny in this film, and her name's Jamie Lee, obviously taken straight from Halloween. So, like, I mean, there's obvious nods to other films. They're not trying to really hide that shit, because if you know your films, you're gonna be like, oh,
I'd say more
straight
rip-offs, but
right.
Yeah, well, the whole Manhattan Baby thing was Fulci was pissed at that title. He did not want that fucking title at all.
It sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But the producers are like, well, how are we going to rip off other stuff if we can't title it similarly?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're trying to make some money here, Lucio. El De Niro, baby.
I think this was the last, with Sacchetti, like this was the last film that they had worked on together, because like they had a really crazy fucking relationship throughout the years and stuff. And they did their films and stuff, but like this one kind of set it off, and they parted ways after that and stuff. So, but you can kind of see why, because this was a mess production wise, and obviously Fulci was not happy with the film. They weren't happy with it. Nobody was really happy with the end result. It wasn't supposed to be, I think what they said, like maybe 30% of the original script actually ended up in the film. So it's not even what it was supposed to be, story wise and visually also. So this is what we get. I think it's a very misunderstood film. For years, I've always been so kind of on the fence about this film, because I always want to love it, because it's like right in that wheelhouse of Fulci, like heyday of films. You got like Zombie and City and The Beyond. Like he was just killing it with every fucking movie he was doing. Then you get Manhattan Baby, and then he went on. Well, you got New York Ripper in there too. And then he went on to do even good stuff after. But like this is kind of, I feel like this is kind of like the black sheep of like his golden age of horror films. And I feel like it's a little bit misunderstood. Like for watching it this time, like critically, there's a lot of good stuff in this movie. I mean, it's not very overly original whatsoever. As we just mentioned, all the movies that it basically takes pieces from and like full on names and shit. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. But I still think there's a lot of good stuff within this movie. Like I like the whole, kind of possession thing, and the whole dimension kind of traveling idea of it, which is really weird. It's a weird concept, because like you're not even fully sure exactly where that dimension is, but I'm assuming they meant hell. Hence what happens to Jamie Lee later on, where that corpse just like shows up and like, oh, I guess she's dead. You're like, what the fuck? Okay.
That was her in the wall, right?
Yeah. So she ends up getting dead in the film, and you're just like, okay, so I guess that other dimension is not really, playtime, and it's not, just vacation time kind of thing. So,
but you also have Bob, which is like a key ingredient.
Yeah, from House by the Cemetery. Which
when he showed up, I was like, "Oh no!"
his dubbing
better,
is a little better.
I was like, "Oh no, not Bob!"
Dude, the first time you see him, he calls his sister like a fucking loser lesbian or something.
Dude, that's such a funny line, man. Even the red-haired girl from House by the Cemetery is in this film too. She's got a small part.
Lot of Fulci regulars. Isn't the guy like Joe, like the handyman from the Beyond, in this too?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think one of my biggest problems about this movie, though, is not really the story. The story's fine. It is what it is. It accomplishes what it's trying to accomplish. It is what it is. But I feel like the parents in the film, like played by Christopher Connolly and I think it's like Laura Lindsay or something, they're just so fucking wooden and boring characters. And then, and when you finally get introduced to like the antique dealer and, Satan's father, essentially, he's like the most interesting character in the film. And I honestly, truly believe that it would have been such a better film if they had to focus more on his character and had driving the narrative, the story a little bit more with him, because the parents do nothing in this movie. Like the kids are more interesting than they are.
I mean, this the one time he's like,
movies. Bob disappears in the portal and then writes "Help, Daddy" on the mirror, and dude can't even fucking see it. Well, which is like very Hellraiser as well.
I mean, is that? Oh no, he had got his sight back by that time. Which that opening scene?
No, he doesn't have his sight at that point.
No, he doesn't.
He still has the bandages on. He can't even see the mirror.
Right.
I mean, who is the mom? First of all, in Egypt, who leaves their mom out here? Just stay right here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, in fucking Egypt, bro.
Like, it's the worst mom, I'm telling you, in cinema, dude. This woman sucks.
I don't even think I even read the synopsis. Okay, we'll read this quickly. So an archaeologist opens an Egyptian tomb and accidentally releases an evil spirit. His young daughter becomes possessed by the...
Even that is like fucking weird, because it's like, isn't it supposed to be like... That's another thing that's weird. Is
it's
like,
actually not even true. This isn't even true.
Open the spirit, but he clearly does something in the tomb, but then she also has the amulet. So like, is it like two things that are causing this?
And then free the entity upon arrival back in New York. The gory murders begin. I wouldn't say gory murders, but yeah, no. So basically, the possession happens through the amulet. We get that because it bookends itself, right?
Clearly, there's something with the tomb as well, because
of course. So the locals said that like you're making a big mistake, digging this up. There is a history with this. There's possibly a curse and stuff. So. I think obviously that evil eye thing that shoots the lasers into the fucking archaeologist's eyes or whatever is connected to that amulet. Obviously, that's part of the whole thing, right?
I like how the doctor's just like, you're going to be blinded for a year. Like, what?
Right?
Like, how do you know that?
But they warn you. It's like, if you're going to do some shit down there, if you're going to dig in there, it's like, you're some bad shit's going to happen, and they show you like he goes blind, like it's part of the whole curse kind of thing. So it is what it is.
They not steal that from 1970 whatever Kiss meets Phantom of the Park. Like, dude, the eye scene where they just
probably dude, I never even thought of that, actually.
I'm telling you, straight up from Kiss meets Phantom of the Park, bro.
Oh my god, that's fucking amazing. Dude, if they stole that from the Kiss movie, I can see ripping off the Omen and like, the Exorcist and fucking Rosemary's Baby, but the Kiss movie? Come on, bro. Now we're just taking it too fucking far. That's crazy. One thing I do like about this film, though, is that they shot on location. Like they shot the scenes in Cairo, and then they went to New York and shot the shit in New York and stuff.
That's where all the budget went.
Yeah. Well, no, but what left of the budget, anyways.
They use the rest of the budget to go on vacation and shoot there.
Yeah.
I think that this movie is actually not as bad as like I'd never seen this before, but I'd always heard this is like one of Fulci's worst movies. I've seen some of his later stuff, like Door into Silence and whatever other one is like last two, Beyond the Void or whatever. They're Beyond the, what was it? What's the other one? Beyond the
Voices.
Whatever. Yeah. Both of those are a lot less entertaining than this one to me, probably. But I think that like where it lacks is definitely like it would have been nice to see, especially because you're dealing with like dimensions and portals and shit like that, a little bit more visual flair in here.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about too, is like that was supposed to be the big element of the film. It was going to be all visuals, within these dimensions and stuff like that, and it was all cut out of the film. And so we don't get that. And but the problem is we don't even really get like fantastic kills and stuff. Like we get the
bird one.
We get the birds at the end, which is very Hitchcock's The Birds. It just screams Hitchcock.
Another ripoff.
This movie's just a whole big ripoff of everything.
But it kind of feels like it comes out of left field too, because we haven't really got any of that stuff through the whole film, and all of a sudden this guy's getting pecked away by these fucking, these taxidermied fucking birds and shit. You're
like that's the most Gates of Hell feeling thing right there.
That's right. But I mean, I do like the whole interdimension thing and stuff. It's you can use the term nightmare logic, but at the same time, this movie's about a curse, and there is no rules when you're dealing with curses. So what you're seeing on screen,
I wonder if Poltergeist
you don't really have to figure it out. Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's also got some like Carol Ann type shit going on when Bob goes into the thing. But then he's like literally there in the next scene, and you're like, wait, what?
I know,
like,
I know. So it's weird. It's weird.
I thought he just died, bro. And then the one dude that dies that gets sucked in there ends up in Egypt, and you're like, yo, that's kind of cool.
So, dude,
if you've ever wondered how long movies have been ripping movies off, well, there you go.
There you go.
A long time.
What is the deal with that fucking guy, like, that works at the paper with the wife? Like, this guy was a goofball. Like, the first scene we get with him, he's wearing like one of those big nose glasses shits, and the next thing he's got like these big googly eyes and stuff. And then so like I actually really like that scene though. So there's I can't remember what his character's name is. What is it, Luke or something like that? I don't know. Anyways, he goes upstairs and he gets kind of sucked in through this porthole that's in this room, and he gets sucked back into Egypt and stuff. But when they go up there, it's like it's all fucking like sand and shit. And like, you know, I like the whole idea of like this whole hallucination and stuff like that. And, you know, the portholes, I think the idea is there. It's just, they didn't have the budget to execute it visually and properly. But I really actually like that scene a lot.
Yeah, that scene was cool.
Yeah. But it just kind of made sense because the guy was a goofball. And I'm like, the fuck's the point of this character? Like, it's just so out of left field. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it's super goofy, but yeah. Anyways, he gets dead. So, and like the whole, like Jamie Lee's character, like just kind of disappears. Also,
yeah.
Like they're doing some shit out
went into oblivion.
Yeah, like they're out in the park and stuff like that, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, she went on a journey, and I'm like, where did she went on a journey, and then she re-shows up as a corpse like later on in the third act. You're like, what the fuck does happen, man? That's crazy. So I had to put something in there, I guess, but I really do like the idea of the curse, like making people, you know, hallucinate and shit. Like I like that idea. Like I like that right there just screams nightmare logic but it's not though. It's the curse. The curse has no rules. It can do what it wants. And that's kind of what I like about the film. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Dude, I love, man, like watching this film is so weird to me because how we were talking about how this could have been like the third part in the Gates of Hell trilogy. The music cues in this film, besides the original stuff that was done for this film, which, you know, the main theme, which is awesome. So many cues in this just make it feel like it is the third part. Like all the demon or all the beyond music that's used in this film. It's kind of like, it's almost like jarring a little bit because you know where that shit's from.
Yeah,
it really started. I like this movie more if I hadn't seen any of those movies because it started really getting on my nerves. It just felt it bummed me out a little too. Because it just felt like
there's an entire original score to this film, but they used so many other pieces that Frizzy. I don't know why they chose to do that. I don't know if it was like the producers,
probably because he just didn't want to like fucking compose more shit.
Yeah, it felt like they just went into like an old sound library and just inserted stuff. It just felt
they're like, if you have this Anchor Bay release, like it has the CD in it. It's there's pieces in here that weren't even used in the movie. That's from the soundtrack.
What?
Dude. Yeah, well, it's crazy.
That was a fumble.
Yeah,
but like I said, like the original music, and then there's so many cues from the Beyond, which it's so weird to me. But I don't know. I'm assuming that's producers or something. I have no fucking idea why they did that, but it's a little bit jarring. But I mean, I can't really complain too much because I love that music from the Beyond and the little stuff that they use from City and Zombie and stuff. But actually, like I said, one of my favorites is the actual music from Manhattan Baby. That shit is amazing, dude. I love the scene where all the toys are on the winding staircase and then the music cues. I'm like, oh fuck, man. Some of the cues in this film are so good. That's one thing I love about Italian films, man. Is like, you know, visually they're amazing, and then the music cues are always so damn good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fucking amazing shit, man. But yeah. Anyways, Greg, what are your thoughts on Manhattan Baby? Have you've seen this before, right?
Yeah, I had. Yeah, I'm kind of where you're at, man. I mean, I love the Egypt part. I love that. I love the interdimensional type situations going on, but they just missed the boat, man. I think it is budgetary 100%, but I would have liked to have seen some of the stuff that they could have done, man. I would have loved to known had they had the money where they had went with it, man. A little bit more gore, you know, some stuff, because we ain't got no gore, but, you know, some gore or something in this one that would remind us of a Fulci film, but I don't know, man. The Egypt part's great. I just really enjoy it, man. I just really fucking enjoyed it. and seeing little Bobby on the screen again, I'm always interested. Hey, I gotta love little Bobby, dude. Give him a shout out. But I don't know. It's not a bad watch. I can see it being when people start talking Fulci films. You know, you start looking at Manhattan Baby and you overlook it because of the rest of his filmography, man. But I don't know if it's his worst.
No,
I wouldn't say it's worse.
If we were doing a definitive ranking of like best to worst, not like favorites and shit, like this is not his worst movie.
Yeah.
No.
But overall, I mean, it lacks. It just lacks a lot. I'm kind of mid boat on it, man. I'm just kind of like, I want to be a little bit better. But hey, anytime with laser beams and fucking amulets, dude, you sold me.
Yeah, the laser beams are so funny because it's like so early 80s laser beams. You know what I mean? Like, actually one of my favorite parts in this film that makes me laugh, and I actually always forget about this, but I don't know why, because it makes me laugh every time. When Susie gets the fucking x-ray done on her chest and there's like that cobra. In her chest.
Dude, it looks like the outline of Bugs Bunny like going through a wall.
What the fuck is that? It's so utterly ridiculous. And then later on it like disappears and shit. And you're like, oh my God, this is so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. But, that shit makes me laugh. That's pretty funny. But I do like the fact that this takes place like in an apartment, basically. Like the whole movie, basically. I mean, there's some outdoor scenes and stuff like that, obviously, but it's like in an apartment. And I love those type of settings, like New York apartments. Pretty cool. And it feels like it is. So, yeah.
Would you put this in there and like watch this on a triple feature with like fucking Rosemary's Baby or maybe Room 2A or something? Would you throw all these in together?
No. I would maybe watch like.
Dude, watching this right after Rosemary's Baby would be so jarring. You'd be like, that's the same character.
Right.
You'd be like, damn, dude. It would make this movie a lot worse.
It would, totally.
Yeah.
Oh God,
dude, I gotta say though, man, the scene where Adrian, of course, gets possessed and stuff like that, and he's just like foaming on the ground and shit like that. Like, what a fucking martyr scene though. Like, he does that. He gets purposely possessed to like take it out of her and shit like that. I'm like, that's crazy, but it's just like straight Exorcist. It's just crazy, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's to me, it's like it's entertaining, but at the same time, I just want Fulci from that era. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted more, like just some gore, dude. Like it would have been it would have been a lot better. I know they had the cuts and stuff and they couldn't do all the visual shit, but they could have thrown a little bit more Fulci-esque. But I mean, again, the point of the film was not that. They were trying to not do the gore. That was actually a point of it. They wanted to take a totally different direction. But when you cut the budget, you got to do something else. You could have still had money to put some type of kills in there and shit like that.
Sure.
It's really frustrating to watch, honestly, because I think there's a lot of
dude falls down that pit and gets impaled and stuff. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
That's actually a cool scene.
Dude, you know what's crazy about that scene? If you watch the lead character or the archaeologist in that scene, he just goes on like it's business as usual, man. He like just kind of looks over and he's like, oh well. Like no reaction whatsoever. This guy's like impaled through his fucking head. It's like, what the fuck? He doesn't even react to it. Like nothing, man.
This is the one with the guy falling through the floor of the elevator too, right?
Yeah.
That elevator, that's the shittiest looking elevator I've ever seen in my life. It looks like cardboard.
I think
it was cardboard.
They obviously built something for that, but
yeah. That's a cool idea though.
Yeah. I mean, it's terrifying to think be on an elevator and the floor goes out. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, especially in those big high rises like that too. Right?
Oh,
how many fucking stories you up, man? That's crazy. Yeah. But so JP, what do you got on it?
Rating?
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Pretty much. I mean, I kind of said them already, but I think that I like the opening, the Egyptian. I like Egyptian shit in general.
Yeah, me too.
And like bringing that back to like the States was pretty cool. It was funny seeing Bob. I'm just like, oh shit, there's Bob. And then I like some of the atmosphere, like whenever she said that it's gonna thunderstorm and shit, which by the way nobody even acknowledged. Like she's like, I'm getting a sense that it is going to thunderstorm tonight, and the mom's like, no, it's gonna be a nice beautiful evening. And then it's just like next scene, it's like crack, crack. Nobody. I would be like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with the kid, man? Right. Like, what is wrong with the kid? But yeah, so like, has some decent atmosphere. The story is kind of a mess. Like, I don't really understand. Like, Bob went into the portal, he's out of the portal. Like, I think if maybe they showed us what was on the other side of there, like maybe like something like the Beyond,
Well,
that would have been cool.
That actually is one of the most confusing things about the portal, because it's supposed to be part of the possession, like part of the curse and stuff like that. It's obviously like a I'm assuming it's part of hell kind of thing, because obviously Jamie Lee gets killed in there and stuff, but like Bob's treating it like it's going to Sunday school. Like, he's coming back with artifacts and shit, and he's just like, yo man, I went here and I brought back this artifact, and I'm like, how the fuck are you coming to and from and like not getting dead and shit? Like, it is a weird concept, but like it's supposed to be part of the curse, right? So like they don't really fully flush that thing out at all. You just kind of have to take it for what it is. It's like, obviously they can go interdimensional and stuff like that. But see, that's where the movie is so frustrating, because we were supposed to see the other side in the dimensions. We never got that.
But even like with all that, like, what is the curse actually doing?
I mean, I think essentially, man, it's probably going to lead to death, right? I mean, any type of curse, type possession stuff, it's eventually just going to wear you down and probably kill you. I mean, that's probably the point of it. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, I think
it's all assumption.
It's I would describe it as Gates of Hell light. It's like the light, fat-free version of Gates of Hell movies.
Fat-free, yeah.
But half the taste. It's a little slow at times, but I honestly did not mind it. Like, I actually kind of liked it.
Have you never seen this one before? Oh, okay.
I've had the Blue Underground Blu-ray since it came out.
Like the 3-discer?
Yeah, the 3-discer. I've just never watched it. I figured we'd eventually cover it on here, so I just was like holding on for that.
Right.
But yeah.
That's cool. It got better for me on the next viewing, so yeah, I'm curious if you watch it a couple more times, see what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like I said, like the first time I saw Manhattan Baby was probably in the early 2000s. Like it was kind of a later watch for me. I was pretty disappointed by it. I'm not gonna lie. I like being familiar with like what I was used to with Fulci. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, first of all, like I didn't know the history. I didn't know about the budgets. I didn't know what they were trying to do. I'm like, where the hell's the gore? Because I'm like, this is made right in the heyday of Fulci. Like, he was just going batshit. But knowing what I know now, I can appreciate the missteps and what happened with the production a lot more and take it for what it is. And I really don't like to overemphasize, using that saying, like, take it for what it is. But it's kind of one of those moments where you kind of have to. Like, and I think it really does help when you understand the history of these movies and why they are what they are. And, this isn't Fulci's vision, and it's unfortunate that we didn't get to see that actual vision, because I think it would have been pretty unique. And this is what we got, and that's fine. And this is what we're talking about. What ifs or for what ifs conversations. But I don't really think this movie is overly that bad. It's a black sheep. Fulci hated it. Read from the title. He hated Manhattan Baby.
I think any movie where you don't get to only do what you wanted, you're going to hate.
And unfortunately, like, Fulci was one of those guys that got stepped on a lot in his career and stuff like that too, because even though he was a force in the industry, like, he didn't have a lot of pull and shit. Like, we're naming this Manhattan Baby. He's like, God, that's fucking terrible. No say in it whatsoever. It's just, I kind of feel bad for the guy a little bit.
I honestly don't like any of the titles.
I don't like the Evil Dead shit either, because it's too
I don't
fresh.
Like Evil Eye. I don't like Evil Dead. I don't like Manhattan
Well, the
Baby.
Evil Eye had already been was already an alternate title for a Bava film. Like, the Evil Eye was, that had already been done before. And like Eye of the Evil Dead, that was fresh. These guys were just, when you really break Manhattan Baby down, this is the ripoff of all ripoffs. It's almost like Bruno Mattei bad in ripoffs. There's so much elements to this movie. There's nothing original what they end up doing in this every time. The fact that they had a character named Jamie Lee is like quite not gonna.
Must have been hanging out Bruno a lot at the time. You know how you save money on your movies? You just use your old stuff from other movies.
Like, I get the Adrian character. Like, you have to, like, a lot of people, probably haven't seen Rosemary's Baby. Hardcore horror fans have and stuff. And a lot of people out there, but they might not make that connection. But
if you're not that familiar with the movie, you might
you might not even think of the name. Like,
because that's Roman Castevet's father's name,
right? But so Tyler, what are your thoughts on the movie?
I really like it. it was just so but it's one of those movies too where it's just so disappointing for me for like the reason of it felt just like it felt like it was just a rehash of the Beyond without any of the stuff that made it good. It had an opening from the beginning that felt like it was The Exorcist, but I felt for like the first hour of this movie, nothing happened. There was like they kept trying to build atmosphere, but there was just like no sort of payoffs. There was kind of like the weird cryptic stuff with the door, but it was just a lot of people like intently staring while like you heard like old Gates of Hell music and random screams. It just felt like that's what I was watching for. It felt like the Beyond with no meat to it.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's a fair assessment, I guess. I mean, I personally don't find the movie slow at all. Like I find it just interesting because it's like so bizarre. And I keep finding myself thinking about other movies the whole time, but I'm still watching like this oddball Fulci film. It's just hard to explain. It's really strange. But I think some of the best stuff in the film is the scene shot in Cairo, like in the tomb and stuff. Like the cinematography in there is really good. It's very typical cinematography though too, like with the close up of the eyes and shit like that, which I can always appreciate and stuff. But I some of my favorite stuff is the visions, which they tried to like fully imagine there and stuff. But it is what it is, man. I don't think it's overly that bad. I mean, for somebody, I've seen this movie. Fuck, I don't know, man. 5-6 times. I don't know. I have no
I couldn't remember if I'd seen this or not. If I had seen it before, it was only once. It kind of seemed vaguely familiar. But if I saw it was practically a first time watch if I had even seen it before.
I might have even seen it more because I've watched this Blu-ray twice now. Because I definitely watched it when I went to go log it, I'd logged it a couple times in the last 7 years. So I think it's one of those movies where I'm like, I want to like it so much. I'm like, I maybe next time I watch it, it'll be even better. You ever get that with movies where you're like, oh yeah, I know this can be better. I know it can be better. But
there's actually a point to it too where I kind of felt like maybe I'm like where I almost felt like I wanted to like it more because it's like it's a Fulci movie. And then I kind of thought to myself, like, if I saw this movie from any other director, I would think it's hot garbage. I can't pretend I like it more because it's a Fulci movie.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it still feels and acts like a Fulci film.
It does feel like a Fulci movie. There's nothing in it that like grabs me to it. I feel like the whole movie will just say like, all right, and it just never pays off for me.
Right. Yeah, I mean, okay. Anything else? You guys want to get in ratings on it? All right, Greg, what do you got on this one?
Let's see. Way back in 2016, I looked this up because I know I'd reviewed this on LOTC, but way back in 2016, episode 141, me and my original partner, Dr. Dirty, I gave it a 6 back then. And it's definitely better this viewing than it was that viewing. So I've got to go up a little bit more, man. I'm gonna bump it to a 6.5, man. It's right there, 6.5.
JP.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in at a 6.5 as well. 6.5 out of 10.
Oh, I'm predicting Tyler's at like a 3.5. Tyler, what do you got?
I'm gonna guess 4 on Tyler.
Well, yeah, I really didn't like this movie. I didn't think it was good. In fact, I thought it was poor. But I didn't think it was as poor as in the 3s. So I'll give it a 4.
See?
It was just bad, not like horrendous.
I'm going to stick with my last rating that I had done on Letterboxd, which is also 6.5. So, Tyler, you're in a league of your own, buddy.
Dick.
You're a fucking dick. No, I think
everyone needs a Simon.
There's still good stuff here. There's still really good stuff here. Like, it's not horrible.
There's still good stuff here. And it could have been better, and there could have been more stuff that happened. But unfortunately, that stuff just didn't end up on screen. So
yeah.
If somebody gave this movie a 4, like, I'm not going to argue with them on that one.
Yeah.
I honestly, out of all the Fulci films, like I've seen 31, whatever it is, I don't think I have a 4 on any Fulci film. I honestly don't.
I don't think I've written.
Oh no, I forgot about The Eroticist. I hate that fucking movie. That movie's hot garbage, man. Because it's like a political satire, and I hate Italian comedies. for the most part. Like straight up comedies, like it just doesn't work. But it's political satire, so it's like I really don't understand.
It's even weirder.
Yeah, it's even weirder. But the comedy, I don't find funny in it.
Have you ever seen the Baba like Rashomon sex comedy? It's like 4 times one night or something.
I honestly, dude, I watched it years ago and I don't remember it.
It's literally like Rashomon as a sex comedy. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I have seen it.
In that Scream Factory set, and I still ain't watched it 4 times at night, or 4 times that night. Yeah,
yeah. I just, man.
I got a Kino of it years ago. It's just all the.
I've got the Kino now too. I think it was in one of the old Anchor DVD sets. I think it was in that one. I can't remember if it was or not, but
yeah, all the Babas, like they had all the Babas on there at their sales at one point. They're all like $9.99 or less.
Yeah. All right, so that is Manhattan Baby from 1982. 42 shots. All right, so moving into the second feature here from 1984, we have Murder Rock, Dancing Death. Yeah, so this one's starring Ray Lovelock, who I always remember him from Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. I think, does he not play the same fucking person?
Basically.
Dude, his character in that film is named George, and he's George in this one. I think he plays George in every fucking movie. So
easy for him to keep up with.
They like that name. It just seems easy to say.
So George. Fucking bizarre. We got Claudio Casanelli in this film who plays Dick Gibson. He's like the head of the Dance Academy, who unfortunately died like right after this movie. I think the next year, actually, he died in a helicopter crash. And I believe the story is that they were doing some scouting for locations or whatever for a film he was working on and died in a helicopter crash, which is shitty because Claudio Casanelli was dope. Then you got Cosmo Sinceri. He was also in the last film that we just did. He was the Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's in the film. I think there's like Al Cliver's in this film. Yes. He's the voice analyst. He's just like in one little part. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, a lot of familiar faces in this one.
Yeah, remember Greta?
Yeah, she's also in this one too. Okay, so
yep.
Synopsis. The owner of a prestigious New York ballet school teams up with a male model to solve a series of bizarre murders of a few of the students. JP.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out while we're on here to the Joe Blow Horror Show.
Oh, yeah.
Which is I know the one host is Cole, who listens to us. I think the other hosts there might be 3 hosts, but I think only 2 of them were on there when me and Carly guested over the summer for their Summer of Giallo or Summer of the like Italian horror thing that they did. I think Greg, you did a show too, didn't you?
Yeah, opera.
Okay, you did opera.
Yeah.
Me and Carly did Murder Rock, so I watched this movie earlier this year.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that's never asked me to do anything. So yeah, no shout out for me. I'm not butthurt at all. I just don't fucking get it. You're gonna ask everybody. You're gonna ask everybody in the fucking horror realm except for
me. Hey, he's a listener. He probably knows you take off in the summer. Is that when you were recording the Summer of Giallo? Yeah. So
the summertime is very common.
I think he actually said something about you, like not asking you because of that when I was talking to him. But they did a bunch.
Good save.
One thing he told me when we were doing that show though is he had like zero Italian horror knowledge, and he got into watching Italian horror because of our show, because of the Italian Horror Month and stuff like that. And
he mentioned that with us too, that y'all were the reason. 22 shots.
Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, shout out to him, man. That's cool.
Yeah, well, actually, I like him. I had a lot of fun on that show. What's that, Tyler?
He's like, actually, I like him. Never mind.
No, I had a lot of fun on that show. Like those guys are really cool. We hung out afterwards, like just drinking for a while and stuff like that. Too.
Which is fucked up. You never even do that with us. You know,
dude, you always do the 6 hours.
He always does the stretch and he goes,
was like an hour and a half.
I gotta go to bed.
We also did it on the weekend, and their show's like an hour and a half. So yeah, but it was really fun, and that was my first time on there, and I'll definitely be back for another show.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they did Eyeball, 9 guests for a crime opera, Blood and Black Lace, Tenebrae, Black Sabbath, Torso, Murder Rock, New York Ripper.
All in one show?
No, that was like all individual episodes. It was all summer, like August through like basically October. They just ended. They just finished on the 26th with Eyeball. But yeah, it was really cool, man. I really, if you're listening, Cole, that was a lot of fun. Definitely have me back, and I guess invite Moodz on sometime as well.
Yeah, the summer is really tough for me because I'm honestly never home.
Yeah,
you got your cabin, right?
Yeah, and it's between that and like just being out of town for other places. Like this year. So basically, from the beginning of May until after September, I was only home one weekend.
Damn! Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy stuff, man. Woo.
All right, so Murder Rock. So interesting enough, Keith Emerson actually does the score for this film, and does actually even the soundtrack songs that are in it were written and produced by him, and the score also. Of course, he did Inferno, which is probably the big one that he done. But did he not do the music for? Oh yeah, he does work on The Church also. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so that's one thing about this movie, man. The soundtrack songs are so fucking catchy. Oh man, it's just ridiculous. So one unfortunate thing about this film was, which I remember reading this years ago, but it was supposed to be the start of a trilogy. And of course, with Fulci being sick, he was very kind of sick around this time. His diabetes were all acting up and shit like that, his diabetes. And so like the second one was supposed to be called Killer Samba, and the third one was supposed to be called Thrilling Blues. And it kind of sucks, man, because that would have been a really cool trilogy to do. Would be like, this kind of like this dance 80s aerobic dance shit ballet. I don't even really know what you call this, but that would have been really cool if they had been able to do that. But
so it turns out, and I never knew this about myself, but it turns out I actually really like dancing in movies. Like, I think I learned that when I watched Climax. But anytime there's like all these like choreographed like dance sequences, like I'm not going to be out there watching like Step Up or anything like that. But like, like some stylistic dance stuff going on. Actually, no,
because that's why this movie is made, because of Flashdance.
There's a total rip off of that in this movie.
Yeah. 100%. Oh, the fucking the scene where the chick's dancing by herself with the rain
and the black leotard, total Flashdance.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure her vagina is gonna slip out of that thing.
Explain this scene. Like she's by herself practicing, but then there's like a shower coming from in the studio. Where the fuck is the water coming from?
I thought she was auditioning. She was auditioning.
No,
that's why the lights were on her.
No, she's just by herself, man. There was no.
Oh, that's weird. I thought she was auditioning.
You don't do that on Friday night?
She was there late night. She was there late night by herself. I think they even say that she's at the studio just doing whatever. But it's like, where the fuck is this water coming from, bro? So weird.
It's fucking cinema, bro.
But it's awesome because that scene is totally awesome. It's so
art mood. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Of course, again, this one is set in New York. I believe, the exterior shots are in New York, and all the interior shots were actually shot in Italy. So all the shit that we're seeing inside was done in Italy. But so what's your guys' history with? I was just about to say Flashdance with Murder Rock. Fuck.
So I watched this once before.
Okay, I saw it once before. Like, actually, it was funny because like when Cole was like, "Hey, we're doing like Italian horror stuff. Like, pick a film." Like, he let me pick the film and, join us at this date or whatever. So, the Vinegar Syndrome Murder Rock 4K had like literally just dropped. Like, I just got it like the day he was like asking me. So I was like, I guess let's do this one since we're not doing it on Sinbin or anything. And then when we go to do it, like, he's like, so I got to ask you, like, why are you like, what's your history with this film? Like, you're a big fan, right? And I was like, this is the first time I ever seen it, dude. He's like, oh, I thought you picked it because you were a big fan of it. And I was like, no, I just picked it because it just came out on 4K. So that was the only time I ever seen it, was that time.
Wow. I'd seen it before, at least one other time. I do not have the 4K. I still have the old Scorpion.
Yeah, I have the Blu-ray. I'm not upgrading to 4K.
I am going to upgrade to 4K.
I did not own that Blu-ray, so it was an easy upgrade for me, even though I got it anyway, being a subscriber.
Anybody want this Scorpion Blu-ray? Want to order 4K? I'll be having it sent out.
I'm happy with that one. I'll keep that. Yeah, I'd seen this before, and I didn't really like it the first time, but I did actually like it this time a bit more, and I think it might have been because I watched it after these other two movies. I'm like, this one's fun. It's got some hot Italian chicks shaking their ass and like thrusting their hips at you. It's got some cool score. You got some of those Giallo elements back into it.
Well, it's a straight up a Giallo for sure.
Yeah, this is it was like welcome. I was like, this is the ticket. This is what I was looking for.
And when I watch Giallos, I tend to like ones that have like unique settings or like like stuff like this. It makes it
ballet school
interesting to me.
It's pretty interesting, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like it's Suspiria. Well, Suspiria is not a Giallo, but it has that type of setting. It's like a dance school kind of thing. It's kind of cool.
I think that, like, for me, I think that the killer and like the way that they're killing is like, chloroforming people, they pass out and then just stabbing them in the heart with like a pin is really disturbing because they kind of just slip away. It's not like, it's like kind of like mean spirited as fuck to just like kill someone while they're sleeping like that.
That's what I love about this movie, because when you get the reveal as to who's doing the killing. And this has always been my biggest problem with this, with fans of this film. They're always like, why the fuck, like, this movie has no gore in it? I'm like, how do you make the film gory when you're killing someone with a fucking
Well, I think that is a little bit of an issue, though, because it does get very repetitive, where it's just like the same thing over and over again. It's very effective the first time, but then it's like,
it's understandable as to why it is repetitive as to who's 100%. Doing the killing.
100%.
Right? I mean, the reason why the chlorophyll
doesn't mean that
used,
it's a good choice.
Yeah. Well, I think it's actually really fun because once you get the reveal, you're like, because if you don't know who's doing it and shit, and you get the reveal, you're like, oh, that's exactly why the kills are the way the kills are. Like, it's kind of cool.
But it doesn't mean that the person couldn't kill somebody in another way as well.
True. But the reason why the chlorophyll is used is because the chlorophyll may or may not be that strong and to be able to, to do this shit, right? So that part of it actually completely makes sense to me. And I totally gained.
Moodz just said they're killing them with salads.
with salads, yeah, I don't know.
Why not?
Well, yeah.
I think.
He said chlorophyll. I don't know if you guys call
chloroform, yeah, chlorophyll, whatever.
Chlorophyll, more like chlorophyll.
That's whatever. It's one of those it's one of those chlorofords.
I do really like the visuals and like the music and like I honestly think this is one of the cooler like reveals in a Giallo too. Like I usually have a lot of issues with like the reveal of the killer and the motive and stuff like that. And honestly, like the way that they do the jacket thing, I thought was super creative. Like I never like that's a neat little piece.
Oh, when he pulls the slide out and he reverses and he's
like that's actually like fresh.
The explanation as to how we figured out who the killer might be is actually makes complete sense, because if you don't know anything about clothing,
right,
that's fucking smart. It's actually good writing. It's actually really good writing.
Cool. Yeah,
Red Herring's in this one's actually really good. I like it.
It is really good, and actually, like the whole story of why the person was doing what they were doing kind of makes a lot of fucking sense. Like it's really interesting. It's written better than you think it would be. It really is. Yeah.
100%.
I think I liked it a little bit more this time watching it than I did previously. I still liked it on that show we did with Joe Blow guys, but I think I liked it a little bit more because I like kind of knew what I was getting. I think the first time I seen it, I was disappointed that the kill, and I still am a little bit that all the kills are the same, but at the same time, like the tragedy of it is like messed up. Like I don't know, something about just like slowly like stabbing someone in the heart while they're knocked out with a pin is messed up. It just gets to me for some reason.
But I mean, the whole reveal and the explanation as to why it's like it all makes kind of sense. Like you probably would react like this, like if you're I don't really want to ruin it because I feel like a lot of people haven't really seen this one. In that case, am I putting up the spoiler thing? I don't even know. Fuck.
We don't
like
have
I just like using the spoiler intro because it's funny. I like that intro.
Did everybody get the Friday 13th Part 4 feel on this one? You know, with the guy, the doctor, or the whatever, sitting back there watching the jazzercise.
Right.
I totally was getting like, this is what I'm watching at the beginning. I'm like this dude watching jazzercise.
That's like one of the most iconic like memories of Friday the 13th for me is that guy watching those chicks.
Dude, I think one of the funniest moments in the film is like, I feel like it's just a time pad or two, is when I think it's some random character named Bart they pick up, and I think they pick him up, and then he confesses.
Parents, don't name your children Bart.
Yeah, and then he confesses to the murders in the police station. They're like, yeah, this guy's not the killer and stuff like that. Right. And when he's like, well, why'd you kill them? And he's like, well, because she was a fucking dirty Puerto Rican or whatever. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, this is ridiculous. He's just a pathological liar. But
there's something
it's so ridiculous.
That made me laugh too. Like with the dove. That part made me laugh though. Like,
but that whole scene is ridiculous because it's just like
a dirty spick. That's what it was.
Yeah. And it's like, but it's funny because it like has no real meaning in the film at all. It's just like another part of the movie. It's like weird.
Oh, she's a racist old lady. Have her say a slur.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually like the actual score that Emerson does in this too, besides the actual soundtrack songs. But the score when it kicks in when the kills are happening, fucking awesome, dude. It's queued up so well in this film. They do have like 3 or 4 different songs that they play. They play the one song quite often throughout it, but it's so catchy. You're just like, fuck. You know, I love this shit, man. It's great.
Oh, I'd play the soundtrack on repeat. This would be in my car, dude. Pro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. What did you think though? What about the school where it would shut down? You got 15 minutes. This is automated warning or something. You got 15 minutes before everything shuts down. You're like, do they do that? Is that a thing?
I have no idea if that's a real thing.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I just thought it was. I mean, it was interesting. I'm like, okay, cool. You know,
so, like at that point, if it's automated, are they locking the doors on you? Like, do you get locked in at that point? It's like, yeah,
like you got 10 minutes to get the fuck out. Like, oh shit, but I got to take a shower.
Stuck in here over the weekend.
Well, better be a quick shower.
Yeah, right.
Hey, JP, did you recognize Willie in the film? There's a scene. There's a blonde haired character, and he makes a big stink or whatever. But it's Willie is the blonde haired main character from House on the Edge of the Park. He's the fucking main character in that film. He's the rich asshole's house that they all go to.
Okay, I didn't notice.
Oh,
dude, I'm
yeah.
like the worst. I'm
he's the guy from Tenebrae, right?
With these Italian actors, dude.
He might be in Tenebrae also, but yeah. So that dude, I always remembered him from House by the Edge of the Park because it's like he looks exactly the same too. It's just like that fucking blonde hair, and he's just obnoxious.
I did recognize Fulci playing an agent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fulci's in all 3 of these movies. He did the whole Alfred Hitchcock kind of cameo thing and stuff. Yeah.
He's looking kind of thin in this one.
Yeah.
He was sick in this. He was sick because he had diabetes, right? So
when did he die?
96.
6? Okay. So about 12 years from now.
This is about the time he got sick, and then he lasted till 96. Like he was in and out. Like I think he perished from like diabetic.
Yeah, no, he died alone in his house from complications of diabetes.
Yeah, like he just could never get it under control. But
Argento famously paid for his funeral, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were back. They were settling their scores, and they were supposed to do the wax mask.
Wax mask. Yeah, they were going to do that one together.
Yeah, so they were working together, and then he fucking died. So
yeah, because for a while there, they were kind of like rivals.
Oh, big time. They were the 2 big names at that time, right?
Yeah.
Because Bob had died in 1980, so he was out of the picture, something like that.
But Murder Rock I think it's pretty cool, honestly. Like it definitely feels like it has a bit more of a budget than Manhattan Baby.
I don't even know. I have no idea. Like, I mean, it doesn't really need a big budget for this type of film, especially like it doesn't need a lot of visuals, but it still manages to capture like a ton of really good atmosphere. But again, it's one of these examples of Italian films where, the plot is driven and the whole film is just driven by the soundtrack for me. Also, like I love great soundtracks in film, and it just right from the start to the end, man. This is great stuff. Really, really good stuff.
Apparently this was not even written as a dance movie. It was just written as a giallo, and the producer requested that it be a dance film because of the success of Flashdance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He knew what the kids wanted.
Yeah. And it works. Hey.
Dude, some of the kill scenes are so great. Like, I think it's the first one where they kill, like, just the cinematography where it, like,
that one's in the shower.
Yeah, in the shower where, like, she's all, like, you can see the beads of water on her and stuff, and it focuses, like, on her boob and, like, just
it's
the way
so
it's
Italian,
shot.
bro. It's so perverse and just, like, you know.
It is. It's, like, erotic and, like, frightening at the same time. It's, like, Fulci managed to capture that so well in this film. And
when Roger Ebert and Siskel were talking about, like trashy horror movies, like this is what I imagine them actually talking about, not like, you know, Friday the 13th, like part 1 or something.
I mean, they're not wrong about Silent Night, Deadly Night being a trashy film. I mean, there's literally fucking rape and shit in there. Like, it's pretty trashy to be honest.
It's trashy, but, like,
but doesn't mean it's not a great film. Fuck them on that one. But I mean, this movie, it has 5 kills, 1 being the killer at the end, which whatever. I mean, killers always.
They could have used a bit more kills, honestly.
Yeah,
I thought that too. I started out really strong, and it felt like you really took the throttle down.
True. What are we playing? Fucking 1940s football right now. It's 3-2.
3-2.
Wow.
Dude, I think the Leafs game has more goals than that.
We got a fucking safety last possession.
Oh, dude, it's 4-2 for the Leafs. That's fucking hilarious.
Did y'all get the vibe? Now, did you see? Have y'all seen? What is it? High Heels. Shit. Fuck.
Death Comes in High Hills or something.
Yeah. Those 2 movies.
Yeah,
there's one of those 2 movies.
Those are good.
Yeah, I love them. There's one of those scenes where they got the hallway scene where they're in that building and they're running. Full blown right at the camera type deal. We got that exact same dream sequence in here. I was like, oh, bro, like, dude, this is exact from that movie, man. It's straight up.
I was like, wait, we're showing the fucking killer's face? What's going on here?
Right, bro. Like, dude, I totally got that. I think that was the killer on the high heels, I think. Or it might have been the other one. But anyways, I just totally got the vibe off that scene, man. I was like, oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that scene.
I just don't understand Ray Lovelock as a fucking male model, though. Does he really strike you as someone that'd be like a male model?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he's got his growth.
Maybe if you name your kid Ray Lovelock, he's guaranteed to be a model.
Yeah, but
they knew what they were doing.
Fixed. I don't know.
He's every Marlboro man. He's just like,
yeah.
He's in Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, right?
That's what I said. Yeah. That's why. And he plays a character named George in that film, where he's George Webb in this film.
Mm-hmm.
I love the scene where, like,
who's on his apartment. Like Henry George in this movie.
Oh, too. Speaking of that, man, I wanted to say, I think he's staying at a place called the Fulton in, like, New York or whatever it is. That fucking hotel reminds me of the hotel from Basket Case. I don't know why. It totally 100% does.
100%. Dude, it had to be even that, because even when you walk up to the glass door or whatever, and the guy's standing there, like, bro, that feels like straight out of that movie.
I know.
I'm 100% thinking it is, dude. It's got to be.
It could be, actually. I have no idea. I don't know if that's a real hotel, if they just renamed it or whatever, but yeah.
Wow. Now that you said it, 100% see it.
Right. Yeah. Dude, you know what I love about, like, these letters? Like, there's always a ton of red herrings in like early giallos and stuff, but this one's just like red herring after another, man. It's like every scene is just a red herring. It's so fucking funny, dude. It's crazy, man. So crazy. Like the scene where, like, he comes and he's like, he finds the chlorophyll and you know, the hairpin, like, in his drawer and stuff. Like, I'm like, really? Like, come on.
That's when I figured out the first time. I was like, I know who the killer is. It took that moment for me to go, okay, now I know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's obvious at that point too, because it's like, we know it's not who you think it's who is all leading to the whole film. Like her premonition or her dream. But actually the one red herring that's so fucking funny is when they're at their Chinese restaurant on their date and they do the Chinese stick reading. And he's like, you are a murderer. And he has this history with this girl. I was like, oh my God, dude. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. It's so funny. So funny. Hey, JP, so you missed it, but so George stays at a hotel called the Fulton. Does it not remind you of the hotel from Basket Case?
Yeah.
It totally does. I don't know if it's the same location or not, but, like, I don't know. There's something about that place. I was like, that's Basket Case.
I'd look it up, see if I can find it.
What the hell is the hotel in Basket Case called?
I don't know. I mean, they could change names, but it just felt like it was the hotel from Basket Case. It was fucking strange.
Roslyn.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
Yeah. It does not.
Because Maddie named it Roslyn Apartments in Bathtub.
Oh, right.
Shout out to
right.
that.
That's what, yeah. I didn't catch that when I was, yeah.
And the lobby was filmed in propped open elevator on Franklin Street. So if this was filmed near Franklin Street or Tribeca section, there you go.
Yeah, you know.
Where does this one actually take place in?
In New York.
It is New York?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So all the exterior, like I said, all the exterior shots are done in New York, and then the interior shots, I think, are all shot, like all the dance sequences and stuff, they're all shot in Italy. But there is a lot of exterior shots in this film, though.
Oh, they were trying to make it as American as they could, too, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were throwing as much as you could.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well shoot the interior shots in Italy because it'd be way cheaper, right?
Yeah.
So. But, I mean, for once, like when you're watching Giallo and you get the reveal, everything completely made sense. Yeah. You know, there's no head scratchy moments there. You're like, okay, yeah, that totally makes fucking sense.
They have like such a classic Giallo ending too. It's like to think we came here to arrest you.
I just like.
Yeah, I actually like, dude. Honestly, like the story is not bad. Like it's pretty good for
like the series of events that leads to why it's happening. It's just so like classic, like pulpy Giallo.
Scooby Doo.
I just like how the bird.
It was you that did this.
I just like how
it's like in Friday the 13th when they're like, "What are you doing out in this weather or whatever?" Like, what are you doing here?
Oh!
I like how killing the bird in the film actually played into the reveal. That was actually kind of cool because I'm like,
oh my God. It's always something like that. So you
always got to remember that, man. When you hear him say something specific,
you could have only known because I noticed this little detail.
But it's funny because usually when they say some shit, you look back and like that actually is not how it played out. But I think everything played out the way it did and it's filmed properly. Yeah. So you're like, okay, yeah, it's not bad. And it, again, you know, I think it runs 95 minutes. Doesn't really overstay its welcome. Like none of these films are really that long. They all run for like 95 minutes. So
yeah,
I mean, thank God.
I could have watched more of this.
No, this one was all right. This one's fine.
I think I would dare say this is a little underrated.
Honestly, maybe because this one I've generally heard pretty negative things about. I don't think this one's bad.
No, it's good.
I like
this
it.
Was fun.
I like it more now that after the revisit.
Dude, I have like 4 damn copies of this fucking movie. I have like 4 copies.
I would watch this movie again.
How do you?
I would not want to watch either.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
I've got the old Shriek Show DVD, which is like a double disc. I've got the Vinegar Syndrome 4K. I've got the Scorpion Blu-ray, and I have another Blu-ray too.
Oh shit! Now, what's on the 4K?
It might be the rare. Is it the rarer one? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So,
tell me the 4K has a CD. Tell me it has a soundtrack score.
Does it?
No, it doesn't actually.
Oh. I really want that score, man.
No, it's just like one of these weird ass like DVD Blu-ray things.
Oh, kind of generic. All right, I'm gonna still get it though. All right. Damn, I want this soundtrack.
Which is crazy, man. It honestly should come with the soundtrack for this.
It has a lot of features. Let's see here.
Because you get the soundtrack with the Manhattan Baby one, right? Okay. On the triple disc. Yeah. The soundtrack is in that. Which I haven't flipped to this cover or this art. I like the artwork on this.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I love that one way better.
So did you guys watch the English or Italian version?
English.
Oh, it was shot in English. Actually, I think all 3 of these films were actually shot in English. So, yeah.
It has
because the Italian is the dub version. Yeah,
has a commentary with Troy Howarth, of course, and then it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 featurettes, and then an old audio interview with Fulci, and an interview with Greta, 25 minutes for that one. So yeah, it has a lot of interviews.
Okay. Yeah. I just need the soundtrack, so I'm gonna have to go back and get I'm gonna get 4K too. So.
Has Murder Rock, does it have like a CD or vinyl release?
That's what I was fixing to look up because I want to know if it's got a vinyl.
Because like maybe someone like Death Waltz or fucking somebody else. I don't know, man. I don't think I've actually ever seen this one on vinyl, but
says there's a vinyl release.
I missed the Manhattan Baby one, which really pisses me off because I have like a ton of Italian soundtracks.
Let's see. Disc Dogs has it listed. 50.
I don't know who put it out though.
I don't either. This is vinyl. It's well, I don't know.
If you scroll down on Discogs, if you scroll down, it'll reach to the bottom, and with all the releases, the one side will tell you who released it.
I think it's a UK like a European release.
Yeah, there's one LP from Music Hall label Argentina, 83.
Okay,
Chord 4 UK.
What was the year it was released?
83. They have one in Argentina.
There's a 2023 release from Arms Italy.
Okay, Italian releases. Yep.
It's actually you can get it imported for $25.99 on Amazon with a $6.
I'd just go with my Rocktober Blood, man. I love this one with Rocktober. Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's probably obtainable anyway, so
yeah,
that's cool. But yeah. Anyways, it's a fucking dead arrow.
Murder Rock. That song's in my head, man. It's just right there.
I mean, again, I think I've gone through pretty much all my notes of what I had noted for the film. But yeah, no, it's a fun movie, man. Yeah.
Olga Carlatos, man, she's great.
Ratings?
You start.
Yeah, I like Murder Rock. I'm going to come up a half point from where I was last time I saw it. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Tyler?
6.5.
I'm also in at a 7.5.
Nice. I have given this in the past, and I want to bump it even more. I've got 4-star on Letterboxd, so it's an 8 all day long. I would almost go
baby.
5 on this one, man. I fucking love this movie.
Nice.
Just fucking, I could watch this all the time.
Nice. Good stuff.
Got to have a lion's head, man.
All right. So that is Murder Rock, Dancing Death from 1984. 42 shots. All right, so getting into the third and final feature here on episode 303, Fulci, Volume 4. We're going to take it back to 1987 with one I feel like is a little bit more unseen, with a film called Aenigma. So Aenigma, what is your guys' history with this one? First time watches? No? I'm assuming, Greg,
this was a first time watch for me.
This was a second time watch.
This one, I believe, was a first time for me, or if I'd seen it, it had been way long enough for me to say first time.
Shit.
Yep. I'm glad you chose. I actually bought the Severin for this episode, so I'm glad I own the Severin on this one.
Nice.
Or I should say, I won't spoil it yet. I'll say I'm glad I have this because I like the slipcover.
Right.
Yeah, so I bought the Severin a while back.
Yeah.
I never picked up the Severin because I actually had the 88 films release already, because this came out before. And for the people who are listening that care, it does say Region B on this. It actually does play in a region name, straight up. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's the same transfer, to be honest. I think it's the same one that they used for both of them. So, but anyways, this one came out first, and I collect the Italian collection. So yeah. Anyways, synopsis on Aenigma from 1987. The spirit of a comatose teenager girl possesses the body of a newcomer to her girls' boarding school, enact bloody revenge against the elitist lingerie-clad co-eds responsible for her condition. Lingerie clad? I had to pause there. I was like,
they're like,
does that say lingerie?
What did I miss?
This is like fucking. This is fucking Suspiria mixed with Phenomena.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
So I think the biggest inspiration for this, I was reading, was like Carrie.
Yeah, I can see that because it's like psychic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Phenomena though.
But again, yeah, it feels like Phenomena. Also, it feels like a bunch of films, really.
It actually felt the setup is super American. like
dude, I could
thing.
not take it. I could not take it seriously with the fucking Tom Cruise picture in the background.
Right.
I was
Maverick
poster
yeah.
or something?
Yeah, there's a Top Gun poster of Tom Cruise just giving the thumbs up his Maverick in the back of a plane. It was
Rocky
so fun. I saw it right in the opening because I was laughing.
I can respect the Rocky one. The Rocky
and
one.
then there's a part like later in the movie where they literally do like a cross dissolve where like her face like appears like out of Tom Cruise's. It's so fucking funny.
yeah. But yeah, the setup to this film is like, it does feel like your American slasher film, right? Like,
it reminded me of that Terror Train movie.
Terror Train or like Slaughter High. Like,
feels like the burn. It feels all those movies, man, where something just goes horribly wrong with this prank that they're trying to do.
Yeah, that is a lot. I think it's just because it was like co-eds or like college kids.
But I think it's so funny that like
the kick.
Like they fucking, so they're basically picking on so there's this like teacher or whatever, and he's like in the car with this girl, and it's just a big joke and stuff like that. Anyways, one thing leads to another, and she ends up getting hit by a vehicle by them. They end up hitting her with a vehicle, puts her into a coma. It's like, what the fuck? It's like so crazy. And it's kind of like Carrie, and like, you know, all these slasher films, and even has like a little bit of Patrick in there too. Like she has these powers.
Oh yeah, definitely Patrick, huh?
Right? Because like you think Patrick, like he's in a bed all comatose and stuff, but he has this like ability to do shit and stuff. It's like it's totally Patrick also. So basically it doesn't waste any time. Like so she's in a coma in the hospital, and it shows this new girl arriving into this Boston college. It's like a girls' school or whatever. And
like St. Mary's something.
Yeah, St. Mary's College in Boston or whatever. Anyways, this girl's walking up the steps, and it like superimposes like the girl from the coma inside her. So it tells you right away that like she's possessed this body somehow.
Yeah.
They're not even hiding it. They're just showing you.
No, they're not
just going to want to be like, all right, for you fucking idiots out there, this is what's going on. Okay, good.
Yeah. And it's like the weirdest possession too, because like she puts her body into her, but at times she's like the other girl. You know what I mean? Like she comes out of it sometimes. She's not fully in there. It's like, it's such a weird possession film.
Right.
But basically the whole point of the film is to possess this girl that moves into her dorm room, is to exact revenge against these elitist, apparently lingerie clad people.
No, I must have missed that part.
Shit, man, that's ridiculous. So it's essentially just a revenge film. It's a supernatural revenge film. Which, you know, I mean, to be honest, it honestly has some pretty thought out kills in it. Like it's not like super Fulci high gore kills and stuff, but some of the kills actually are pretty well conceived, in my opinion. Like they're not like your normal things, like death by snails. Come on, man.
Yeah, dude. That's
that reminded me of like Phenomena too, with just like the creatures and the bugs and stuff.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Those snails are fucking
gross.
nasty,
It's gross. Like what I was like, really? It was gross.
Freak out though, like when they first showed.
When they showed it, was her mouth, and
she was down covered in snails,
nasty.
bro.
But even at the beginning, when she first saw the snails in the bed, and she goes running back, and they come in and it's clean, and she pulls the sheets and there's a bug. I don't know if y'all caught it. There was a little bug crawling on there, and I'm like, not supposed to be there, right? So I'm like, no. And then she lays down, I'm like, oh fuck, bug. I'm thinking bed bugs and shit already. Harley, like, come on, clean the sheets. And then we got the snails. It's nasty. Yeah, not putting no damn snail up on my mouth. No shit, fuck that.
It's a cool thing that they're able to do in this film, because she's able to like make people like see shit that isn't there.
Yeah,
and it plays out through the whole film, and it's actually kind of fun how they do it. Like I love that scene where every time like she's like opening up a door and she just keeps seeing this is later on in the film where the girl sees like her boyfriend decapitated or whatever, and every time she goes to a door she sees the fucking decapitated, and it's like it just keeps going in circle and circle and circle. I kept getting crazy Nightmare on Elm Street 4 vibes. That scene where they keep getting back in the truck and it just keeps replaying itself. I'm like, that's totally Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4.
I'm driving.
Yeah. But in that scene where she like opens up the door and it's the same shit, she runs over to this one. It's the same shit. It's the same shit over and over again. I'm like, that's fucking cool. And I love that scene, man. It's fucking cool, man.
Okay.
But actually, I think the first kill. So the dude that played the prank on the girl, he's a teacher.
Purr from hell.
That kill is actually pretty fun because like I never really thought about it before, but being strangled by yourself, like in a mirrored version, like it's really kind of clever how they did it. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, but of course it's like not fully real. So like they chalk it up to him having a heart attack, which he's like a gym teacher. It should have made literally no sense that this guy would drop dead.
Right.
Fucking heart attack. But
they even said it though. They said these guys, these basically saying people have taken care of themselves. Oh, they go out here and they think they're fine and they do all this exercise, blah, blah, and then they drop dead of a heart attack. So they actually explain it. Now I was like, which was odd. I was okay, whatever.
You're right, though. They do actually say that. And I thought that kill was actually really cool. Just the way like the dude's strangling and it keeps going back and forth and you're seeing the different angles. I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool, man. Yeah, so some pretty, the snail death. And then like, I think the most ridiculous one, though, is the one where she's in the museum and basically the huge statue comes down on her. That one is like ridiculous. That scene goes on forever, man. I think
that one with the painting, the blood.
Yeah. So it starts out as the paintings all dripping blood and stuff like that. And it eventually ends up being that the statue ends up crushing her. And so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, that one's kind of cool. I like that one.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. But I love the idea of having paintings, but actually like before the painting starts bleeding, there's this really cool scene where in the painting he's holding a knife and then the arm actually drops down and like cuts off a piece. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Right. Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. So, if you're not going to be overly gory with your shit, man, just be creative and visually creative. So, pretty cool. But, so anyways, what's your guys' thoughts on the movie?
I think it's pretty good, honestly. Like it has a lot of supernatural shit that I like in it. The snail shit is just as stupid as it is, like in terms of like types of things that could kill you. Like snails are probably like pretty low. Like,
I still want a escargot, man.
I think that's just really creative.
Sick,
it's creepy. I think that like even like by the end, like the way that the girl, like how green she is and shit is so nasty.
Hell.
She's like rotting away.
Yeah, her
lip, like gangrene type style. It's nasty.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. But yeah, I think I like the setting. I like I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good idea, but like I really didn't love the execution on this.
I think Tyler hates Fulci.
I think Tyler just hates horror movies. He just hates everything.
Oh, I've seen this before though. I didn't like it the first time I saw it either though.
Do you like it more this time or the same?
I feel about the same. I think it's better than Manhattan Baby for sure. Because I like the concept of it's more for like more realized. It might not be as expansive like what Manhattan Baby wanted to be, but it like has something that's a little different. It's got a little bit. It's got some fun to it. Just I don't know. There's just something about it that I've watched so much of Fulci's good films, and I've seen like his lesser films like once. So when it makes it like it makes watching these like so much more jarring to me.
Yeah. But this one does have a really good, and it's a really good scene at the beginning when we see the out of body experience.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in it for sure. Like he's still Fulci. Like it's not a horrible movie or anything.
Yeah. Man, that camera work, man, where you see her kind of lifting up and they're floating. Dude, that shit was badass, bro.
Yeah, no, there's lots of good stuff in here, man. I love the setting, man. Anything set in like and
honestly, like for one of his supernatural movies, I think like the story's a little more cohesive than you normally get.
Sure. Oh, definitely throughout the whole movie, man. Even Altered States-esque. It's got a lot of it doesn't waver like with not Murder Rock, but Manhattan Baby. You kind of go back and forth, and you don't know where you're going. Even Murder Rock does a little bit, but this one, man, it stayed on course. I thought.
Yeah, this doesn't feel directionless or anything. Manhattan Baby just felt like kind of directionless. I felt like I was like waiting for like something to happen.
But it does have some good.
I don't think so.
Say the makeup at the beginning, like chick thinking she looked hot going out with that Bozo the Clown blush on, like bro. What
Dude.
I know this
Do
sounds
you think that's part of the prank?
Okay,
where
so
they're
I
like,
know
"We're
this
gonna
sounds
make her look
horrible, but
fucking
I
dumb"?
honestly thought it was like actually supposed to be a guy dressed up in the at first. Because she was like really skinny too, so I was like, is that a guy that they dressed up like as like a dare or like a joke or something?
Dude, Pearl and I, my wife and I were watching it, and we got almost upset. Like it was legit upsetting to see, you know, when they do the prank and she's sitting in the car, and then all of a sudden you see car after car, and you're like, what a fucked up thing to do, bro. Like you got everybody in this whole school's in it, man.
People in the 80s were fucking assholes, dude.
Yeah,
yeah, they took the prank thing to a whole different level.
I was like, man, that's fucking wrong, bro.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know,
like, the pranks always like. I mean, Carrie is a very emotional movie for me. Like, so I can see where that Carrie influence comes there too.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
True. Yeah.
I do like how this movie like actually has like aerobic scenes in it. It's like you watching this right after Murder Rock is like shit. Yeah, we're doing this again. Pretty awesome. but that scene one of those scenes has like one of the funniest parts of the film for me is like when the teacher before he dies, he slaps that chick's ass. After the class.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy is a fucking
and then she's
scumbag.
Like, she's like, I know I got a fat ass, but if you slap it again, I'll slap your face. And I'm like, oh my, dude, I was by myself and I started laughing right out loud. I'm like, oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Oh god,
so funny.
Oh my god,
yeah.
What do you think of the music in this one?
The music's pretty good, actually. I like the dude that does the score. He's done so many, and he's very distinctive. It's like Carlo. What the fuck's his name, man?
Carlo Maria.
Yeah, Carlo Maria DiCario. Yeah, this guy has done a ton of films, and his scores are very, very similar in terms of like he uses very similar sound effects and stuff. Like he did the score for oh shit, what the fuck's the one I just watched? Is it Witch? No, not Witch. No, Witch Story. He did that one for Witch Story, but like and Witchery and stuff like that. And there's certain sounds within those in the score that are very similar here. Mm-hmm. Like it's very distinctive. Of like, so I'm watching the film, I'm like, who the fuck scored this? I'm like, I recognize these sounds. I'm like, yeah. Of course, he did Curse 2. He did Beyond the Door 3, which we'll be talking about again, which in a couple weeks, right? Deep Blood, Hitcher in the Dark, you know, he did fucking Touch of Death, which is by Fulci, you know, Zombie 5, Iron Warrior, which is fun as hell. Like this guy did so many fucking things, man. He composed for Murder Syndrome and Absurd. Shit, crazy. So a ton of movies that we've actually reviewed before. Beyond Darkness, that's another one that he did. That actually the score from Beyond Darkness sounds very, very similar to Witch Story. There's a bunch of moments in there that sounds. Oh, he did Door in the Darkness, Body Puzzle.
I love Body Puzzle.
Fuck, man, so many movies, but he's very distinctive though. Like once you once you know who did it and you're listening or you know watch the movie, you hear it and you're like, I know that fucking sounds. But I do like the music though. I do like it.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was really good. Yeah. It fit it. It fit the mood of it. I was on the Severn. I thought Severn would have had a lot more features on here, but I was looking there. They really didn't have anything on here, honestly.
Do they have the Aenigma Fulci in the 80s, the 77-minute documentary that's on there? Or is that on there? Because it's on this one. I just wasn't sure if it's on that one.
Yeah, they had the Italian Enigma. What was it? Praising Late Day Fulci featurette? Is that what?
Yeah, it says Fulci in the 80s, 77 minutes long. It's
okay, like that might have been it. I didn't even get on.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a few features on here. Actually, not really. That's pretty much the main one. So maybe there's just not a lot for this film. Yeah.
Yeah, must not be.
But yeah.
I like Laura Lamberti as Eva. I thought she was cool.
Yeah, she was really good.
The way she came in right off the bat, I just want to sleep with as many guys as I can or whatever. Like, when she comes right in, like, okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Dude, the mom character. So that's something we never talked about. Like the mom character, or she is the like custodian.
Yeah.
In the school. And like, of course, like, yeah, her character plays a big role in like the end of the film and stuff like that too. But was it like on purpose to make her look like she was a rotting corpse? For fuck's sakes, man, the mom looks like she's just dead.
I know. So well, they said she was what was she? She was something. I forget how they put it.
Well, they kept calling her retard.
Oh my god, that made me laugh so
that whole
much.
scene. They must call her the R word like 14 times in one
like,
scene.
Who
I'm
would
just
sleep
like,
with a retard like her?
yeah, it's like so ridiculous how many times they kept saying it. I was like, right? Okay, we get the point.
Playing Mary. Yeah, I didn't see anything. I was trying to see if I'd seen her in anything else, but I don't guess I've watched her in anything else. Yeah, that was odd. She did look kind of decaying. You know what is a misstep in this film is when the girl fucking falls out of the window and hits the ground and dies or whatever. They should have used a dummy death on that one. Straight up dummy, because it looks like she just like fell to the ground the way they edited it. Like she's falling out the window and then it's like she just fell over on the ground. I'm like, come on, man, use a dummy death. And then I think the dude gets decapitated after. It's kind of funny, but yeah, which they set that up pretty funny. But yeah. So, I mean, overall, I mean, the kills are pretty decent in this. I think there is a little bit slower parts within the film and stuff like that. It might run a tad bit too long. You don't really need to go into certain territories as much as they did, but overall, it's better than I remembered it to be, Agree.
Yeah. So, but again, it wears its influences on its sleeve pretty hardcore.
Seems to be a recurring topic tonight.
Yeah, I mean, all three of these movies, man, we could just like name multiple films that this is definitely influenced from.
After the Gates of Hell trilogy, Fulci's like, all right, I'm just gonna rip off other movies now, whatever. I'm done.
It's not just him, man. It's producers, and they want to throw in these ideas.
Well, I understand because, like, really, like, even though like Fulci is like this, like, real, like, great, like important figure in horror, he really was just like a journeyman director, just looking for work that found different niches throughout his career.
I mean, it's not entirely true, man, because he did write a lot of fucking screenplays and like he did a lot of shit for that he wasn't like directing and stuff too, but he wrote a lot of stuff though too. So, I mean, a lot of journeymen were just guys that were being tossed around from script to script and just taking whatever and stuff. But I mean, it was also part of the system in Italy's filmmaking. So it was like kind of required. Like if you were hired by a studio, you didn't just do horror or spaghetti. You did everything. You did comedies, you did spaghetti westerns, you did fucking horror films, you did giallos, you did comedy, you did all this type of shit. Look at Sergio Martino. Oh, wow. Like, man, that guy did like.
That's why I really like spaghetti. I think that's a reason I really like spaghetti western, because they make such a good companion piece to giallos.
Yeah, like Martino is super underrated in terms of like being a master of giallo. The guy did like 8 great giallo films. Like he doesn't really get the credit for it. It's wild, and he did some good spaghetti westerns. He did crime films. He did a lot of really good shit, man. Man, that guy's filmography is pretty damn fucking solid, man. He's up there with like, Lenzi and, Bava, Fulci, Argento. Like he's got to be, he's top 5, top 6 of all time. He really is. Just doesn't get the credit, man. I think Martino is another guy that we need to start doing all of his shit too. I mean, we've done a couple of volumes, I think. Have we not?
2.
We've done 2.
That was my first show.
Yeah.
It was Martino too.
But I've seen a lot of Martino's non-horror films and they're really good too. So good stuff.
I've only seen like 6 of those movies.
It's like Lenzi, dude. I fucking love Umberto Lenzi. Like his crime films and shit. Like, man.
Yeah.
Greg, are you a fan of Fernando De Leo?
Yes.
Yeah, like his crime films, man, are like fucking bad shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ended up, I actually haven't watched, let's see. I picked up because we recently did the Slaughter Hotel and Loaded Gun, but I had the Caliber 9, the Kino Caliber 9.
Yeah, that's a decent set.
But have you seen To Be 20?
Okay, so that's the one DeLeo film that I have never. I've seen like the majority of his, like his films have been. That's the one I have not seen, but I have heard nothing but good things about that thing. It being crazy.
It goes full. Pearl will tell you, it goes almost full porn.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah,
movie. And I'm like, what in the world am I watching? But it's not a bad film. It's just fucking. You could tell it's him directing it. Though.
Like the ending's crazy though too, right? Like, people always talk about the ending's like bad shit. Yeah.
It's got one of the hardest rape scenes I've seen in any movie. It's in this movie, man. It's insane.
Because he kind of did that with Madness too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like a rape. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Which is not really one of his fine moments, to be honest. Like, that's probably a low for Fernando Di Leo, to be honest. But yeah, no, that's one that I want to check out. Like, is it's only on DVD? Is it only on DVD?
Yeah, that's all I've seen it on. I don't know.
I know I've been kind of waiting it out. Like, I was going to grab the DVD one time and it was like 20-something bucks. I'm like, I'm paying 20-something bucks for this fucking DVD right now. I don't know.
20. Actually, I think it may actually have gotten released on, but I'll let you know if it had it or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, if it has been, I should probably seek that out.
Yeah, it shows Raro Video had a Blu-ray.
Really?
Yeah, you should probably grab it on a Kino sale then.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is it like an older Raro or is it one of the newer Raro?
This was an older. I mean, I just looked up on eBay real quick and it's like $200. So
Oh, never mind. I guess you won't find that at a Kino sale.
Fucking $200. Fuck. That's like such a me thing to do. I'm like, I'll be showing movies and I'll be, go check this out. I'm like, God, bro, that thing is going for like $250.
The Champagne and Bullets one, which is like the number one thing everyone complains about. We'll complain about like, dude, to release Champagne and Bullets, too expensive. You're like, check this one out. It's only $250 on eBay.
Well, I reviewed Trauma this past 31 days, and I'm like, I'm not even sure if it's like readily available, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, it's good. People are like, bro, this thing's going for like $250, cheapest copy. I'm like, really?
Bro, I gotta sell mine. I'm never watching that movie again.
Dude, Trauma's brutal.
Oh, isn't it? I'm never watching that again.
Oh,
never.
Dude, I loved it, man. It's like, it's ultimately, I can't believe that you couldn't have watched that. I would watch that again. It's fucking
I would probably like have a different take of it now, but I watched it probably like right when it came out, like right then. I thought it was vile.
Dude, the opening scene might be one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in a film, given what the characters are.
Yeah.
Like the mom and the fucking son. Oh my God, dude. It's so
never
real.
Watching that movie again. No.
Oh my God. Like, you like incest, JP? Watch this motherfucking scene. It will literally blow your mind. Like, quite literally. Because that's exactly what happens. It's fucking wild, man.
I seen it when it came out. I got the screener from Artsploitation.
Oh yeah, right. Did you review it?
I don't remember if I reviewed it or not.
But you remember that opening scene, right? It's fucking crazy. It's wild. But the whole movie's just pretty bad shit. Anyways, getting back to fucking Aenigma. Where were we on that one?
I don't know. I'm kind of locked in on this 1940s football game that's 5-3.
Here, I'm just messing.
Is it in the snow?
I said
no. It's fucking in the ass. This game sucks, dude.
I just asked the wife if we have any escort.
That's a hockey score.
We're getting beat 5-3.
I think ridiculous. That might be the score of the Leafs game at this point. It was 4-3 last time I checked.
They're in the second intermission right now.
Earl's over here laughing at you.
Oh, it's 4-4 now. They choked. Of course they did.
Fucking third period. Damn.
I was thinking, how are you guys going to wrangle the Hurricanes to the ground and lose to the Bruins?
Well, we're doing better tonight than we did against the Bruins. That's because Nylander and fucking Tavares and Matthews are the only guys scoring. So,
dude, this Jake McCabe guy is so good for me. This guy has been blocking the shit out of pucks and putting pucks in the net.
Yeah, Aenigma,
what McCabe does, he blocks pucks.
Love him.
Yeah, so Aenigma, I honestly don't have like a more to say on it. Like, I mean, I think I mean, like I said, it wears its influences on his sleeve. I mean, it's quite clear what it's doing. I think it's pretty good though. Like, I think it's got some pretty creative kills. I love the mirrored strangulation kill. The snails and shit is pretty creative. Like, there's some cool stuff that's happening here. It's like it was just a fun watch again for me, man. I had no issues with it, man. Atmospheric at times. My favorite thing is like the hallucinations, like how she's able to do that to people. And that whole like kind of Nightmare on Elm Street thing that's going on, that was pretty fun.
Well, when he started finding out, like with the monitor on the hospital, where the lines would start going crazy and starting to figure it out, was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like the doctor would be like, "Hey, there's a contrast here. Like, she's getting excited when all these
how can a brain dead patient have violent emotions?"
Yeah.
What about Dr. Anderson getting ass? Like, dude, Eva and the other.
Dude, that is like the cheesiest thing ever. Is when like the one girl sends him a letter and stuff, and like there's a voiceover. And they're reading the letter, and it's like a montage of him out with that other girl.
Yeah.
The whole fucking scene is so cheesy. It's so funny to me. I'm like, oh, I literally laughed out loud to myself. I'm like, this is so cheesy. It's amazing. This chick's like dying inside. Like, she wants the doctor so bad, and he's just out there like doing his thing. Oh, fuck, it's funny to sell to me. It's good stuff. But it feels like, these later Fulci films are very American feeling, but still feeling Italian at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Yeah.
They definitely feel like Italian movies trying to be Americanized. They have that feel to it. Because
the industry in Italy was dying so rapidly, they were trying to sell the shit over here. They wanted to make more American films so that they appeal, right? Yeah, it was the only way to save the industry, and that's why a lot of these '80s films they're straight up like English actors and Americans, and so we see that with a lot of different directors. But I like Aenigma. What are your guys' thoughts? Final ratings, whatever. Actually, who's up? I think that's actually me.
Yeah.
You guys have any final thoughts on the film? Greg, JP?
Bitch.
No.
Just their pick. God
Poor JP over here.
If there's something I'll always remember from this movie, it's Tom Cruise. The Tom Cruise Top Gun poster is too funny to me.
The superimposed part of it too.
Oh my god! What do American girls like? They like Top Gun.
Is it just so? There's Tom Cruise in there, and then there's Rocky. Is there not another poster? Maybe there might have been.
The only I was fixated on Maverick. It made me laugh really hard because it's like when they're like she's getting ready like in the mirror at the beginning. You just see in the background. Wow.
Yeah, there's a couple posters up there. I can't remember right offhand now what was up there.
Yeah, you can tell like Italian user like just slap popular American things on the wall.
I like that whole conversation when they're all sitting in the room and the girl's like, "You got a lighter?" and she just reaches over into the side dresser thing or whatever, and she pulls out the lighter. She's like, "How did you know there was a lighter in there?" Just like everybody has a lighter in their side. I don't have a lighter in there. I don't have a lighter. I'm like, the fuck is this conversation right now? I'm like, this is so stupid. Amazing. I love it. But anyways,
Peanuts was up there. Charlie Brown. And they had the Snoopy.
Oh yeah, they did have a Snoopy poster. Yeah,
that's it.
Well, there's like these weird because they're in a school, so there's like a ton of posters throughout in all the dorms are like reading posters, like reading is good or something like that, and it's like what the fuck? There's like a ton of those. It's like so strange. Aenigma ratings. I'm going to give Aenigma. I'm going to go up on this one. I'm going to give it a 7 because I think there's a lot of pretty decent stuff in here. It's quite clear what it's trying to do, but I have a lot of fun with this one for some odd reason. I love the setting. I think, like I said, some of the kills are pretty cool. I think there's a missed opportunity could have been a better dummy death there, but cool decapitation. I think my favorite thing is the fact that, she can do the whole hallucination thing and see things, that aren't there and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. But it's better than I remembered it to be. It really is. 7 for me. Greg.
Yep. I'm actually going to give it a 7 as well. I'm right there with you. I want to know where she is because I didn't see her in the movie. On the cover of this one, that was a total miscue. And Rocky poster makes it a 7. I mean, anybody can put Rocky in a movie is going to get an A+ for me. So yeah, I'm a 7 on it.
Does anybody know what Rocky was? That Rocky 1 or what Rocky poster was that?
What Rocky was that low?
Because in '87 they've already done at this point.
Had the yellow Rocky 2. All right, Pearl's saying
at least 3 of them.
Mm. It's Rocky 2.
That's what she's thinking.
Yeah, because I don't think it was the first one. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with the belt that would have been. Yeah, because he didn't win the belt in the first one, so it would have
Yeah, he
definitely
didn't win
been
the belt in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's so awesome about Rocky is that it leaves you on that note. You're like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking loses.
Yeah. But Rocky
Well,
IV.
technically, no, doesn't he tie him? And
No,
the
he
champion
loses.
retains?
No, he fucking straight up loses.
Oh, he lost.
Yeah,
he
he
lost.
loses.
Yeah.
But because he held in as long as he did, everybody.
Yeah. That was the moral victory.
And Rocky 2, they're saying like all the people on the street are saying like Rocky really won that fight, and that pisses off Apollo Creed. He's like, we got to fucking do it again. We got to run it back.
And then he comes back because Apollo Creed gets dead.
Apollo's 4.
Is it part 4?
Mr. T's 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. T's. Oh yeah.
And
Fuck, I'm getting them all twisted. Oh shit, yeah.
Clubber Lang.
Yeah. Dolph
Right.
Lundgren's part 4. If he dies,
And
he
5.
dies.
Which we just saw that in the theater recently, man. Oh my god, dude. The director's cut. The Drago cut. If you've not seen that one, dude.
Oh yeah, totally. Dude, I'm getting them all fucking twisted. Yeah,
I
right.
did not like that cut at all. I love part 4, but that cut sucks.
Right.
Is it whose turn is it to rate?
Yours.
Mine. Yeah, I actually like this film quite a bit. I think that I put it right up there with Murder Rock. Murder Rock might be a little bit better. But I tend to enjoy the supernatural Italian stuff or like the more horror than the Giallo, even though I do like some Giallo too. So this is like kind of my thing. And also I could definitely see this one being a regular rotation during the Italian month. I think it has enough like cool atmosphere and shit going on in it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Right. Not the worst. Wasn't the biggest fan though. There's a lot of Fulci movies I'm gonna grab before I'm gonna grab this one. But I think I've had my fill of this movie with 2 watches. I'm gonna go to 5.
Average as they come.
So it was a pretty good show for you.
Yeah, are you gonna be this hard on Baba next?
No, we have good Baba movies. We have Black Sabbath.
There you
go. Yeah, Baba has good movies left.
Have you ever seen Planet of the Vampires before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of iffy on that one, but that one's like really like fun and stagey. I think I would probably like it more now.
I think it's insanely underrated. It's
I remember like the art design being insane. I watched it like real late at night, so it's kind of fuzzy on me.
Yeah. All right.
Is that Black Sabbath? And what's the other one?
The Girl Who Knew Too Much.
Oh, Girl Knew Too Much. Okay. I knew it was one of those earlier ones.
All right, so that is Aenigma from 1987 and the conclusion of episode 303, week 2 of Italian.
This Italian horror month seems like it's going fast, bro.
Yeah,
we're already halfway done. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the plan is to do more Fulci. We might even do like multiple in a year or something to get it done faster. I don't know.
You can just do. They can come up somehow and not have to be Italian horror movies.
The fact that he has 25 is crazy. We should have just done Fulci every year with Argento.
Well, we were for like the first 2 years, I think.
A couple years, yeah.
But I don't know what we do next, like, because there's some kind of like we didn't like Argento. We kind of followed mainly. We did the first the Animal trilogy, then the Three Mother trilogy, and then we pretty much went in order of release after that. Fulci, we've kind of jumped around a bit. I think like we did Cat in the Brain already, which is one of his like.
Dude, we're all over the place. Yeah. We have to go back to 60s with Perversion Story and Beatrice Century, and I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. It's crazy.
Yeah, we could just put like the rest of his films in a randomizer.
We could. Yeah. I mean, they got to get done. So they got to get done.
We'll probably do Fulci again next year for Fulci Volume 5.
Fulci Volume 5. Greg, you down for Fulci Volume 5?
I am down for
to do a show like Fulci Horror Adjacent Hour where we do like Conquest, Perversion Story. And what's the other one? Beatrice.
Yeah. That would actually be a fun, man. Dude, that's probably his most underrated movie.
I didn't even heard of that movie.
I've not seen it.
It was 88 Films released on the Italian collection. Actually, it was the first time
I've seen 2 of his westerns. I haven't seen Contraband though.
Oh, Contraband has insane gore.
It's a movie that's just
so
like
gory.
I cut from my Kino card so many times.
Yeah, Contraband is a great crime film. It's got Fulci gore in a crime film. It's fucking wild.
It's that great release right there, man.
Yeah, from Cauldron.
Awesome.
Yeah. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, so Greg, we'll definitely have you back on next year for Italian Horror Month, but maybe we'll have you on in between then too.
Anytime, brother. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you're down to do some Simbin shit, man, just
just hit me up, man.
All right, cool. Thanks for coming on, dude. You want to plug anything or anything?
Just Land of the Creeps, man. landofthecreeps.blogspot.com. All that spots. Check out my YouTube channel because that's where we're doing Black Glove Mysteries now every other Friday. You can get that and see Ian Erz and I talk Italian cinema. That's about it, man.
Maybe next year we'll have your co-host come on with you.
Yeah, Ian's awesome. You love him.
I don't think I've ever met him or talked to him or anything.
Yeah, he's very, very into Italian cinema, man. He is just so into it, and he knows so much. He's full of knowledge on it, man. He's very, very cool dude too, man. So
when you were saying earlier that you do more than just horror, obviously, I mean, the Italian show. Do you do just genre film though, or do you slip maybe into stuff like some of the more like some dramas or like the Fellini stuff?
Yeah, we've done Fellini on there. We've actually did the B20 and stuff too. So we kind of branched it. We originally being Black Glove Mysteries, we were going to be strictly Italian giallo, but Ian's kind of, and I kind of let him spearhead this one a little bit. So he's like introduced because I have not seen. I'd seen Django, so when it got to like spaghetti westerns, I'd never been real.
Yeah, spaghetti westerns is just a good. I think most people would just like if they like horror, like Italian horror movies, they probably like spaghetti westerns if they just tried them out. Yeah,
so he's kind of opened it to where we're doing a little bit of everything now, just in Italian. It's staying.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you done any Visconti?
Have I did? I feel like we have.
That guy's one of my favorites.
I'm pretty sure
like he gets overlooked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. But yeah, check us out over there. That'd be my only plug, man. You can check us out every other week.
Cool, man.
And congratulations, I said it on the podcast for y'all played. Thank you for that. But congratulations again on 300, dude.
Thanks, man.
And you guys have been around as long as I have, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, what are you at now? You're like
we're at 460.
Holy shit!
Like where we at?
If we didn't take off like 5 months a year, we'd be up there too.
Oh, y'all totally would. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What year did you start Land of the Creeps? I know I listened to Land of the Creeps before I ever had a podcast.
Well, yeah, because I started in 2009 with the Creepsure, but then I think Land of the Creeps started late 2010, early 2011.
It was the Blood trilogy was like one of the first episodes, right? Herschel Gordon Lewis.
Yeah, so we're up to 452. I'm sorry, 452. Getting ready to drop 453.
So how many different hosts and members have been through all the years?
God.
Oh yeah, you guys have had a ton, right?
Yeah, because I know there's been a few.
We have, yeah. I mean, originally it was me and Joe, a.k.a. Dr. Butcher, Dr. Dirty, whatever.
Yeah.
I've had Sean Davis on. I've had Dr. Shock's been my mainstay. He's the one that's kind of stayed through pretty much everything.
I love Dr. Shock. That's one of my favorite guys out there that I've never had any interactions with, but I've always, and he's from PA too, right?
He's
like
so close to you, dude. He's over on the Philly side, but he's still close. But I love Dave. We had Jess. We've had
very entertaining podcast.
Kenny Caper. Yeah, we've had a bunch on there, man. So right now it's my wife, myself, Dr. Shock, and Bill Van Vagel. I call him Bill the Butcher. So that's the crew right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ian on the other one.
Right.
So, yep.
Yeah, I mean, just, so many years, man, you're always going to have these little cast changes and stuff. Like, it's like we're a band.
Yeah, we've had
always different members. It's like Kiss, man. If you're a fan of Kiss, man, like it's Gene and Paul, but man, the amount of other players that have been in there, it's like it's fucking crazy.
And they're key too. They're monumental, man.
And you're we're like a last of a dying breed here for us, like people over 10 years podcast, and like everybody has dropped off,
I know, man. It's crazy. How many have we introduced to podcasting, dude?
I know. So many shows come and go, and we just keep fucking rolling them out, man.
Sad.
I think every time we record, man, I'm always excited to do it. You know? So it's fun to do, man.
Same.
But
all
right, Greg, thanks for coming on once again, man. Always a pleasure to have you on. You're a legend. And anyways, guys, that's going to conclude episode 303, week 2 here on Italian Horror Month. Fulci Volume 4. Wow, crazy. Rowdy dudes. Deuces.
Peace.
That's all, folks.